week before, just trying to ease him back into it. Had a big game on offense last week, scoring 2 touchdowns, and it's just good to have him back out there to give Tristan Childers a break when he needs to come off the field.
The Pirates offensively are breaking all kinds of individual records. These guys have been on the field for 3 and 4 years, and they're really piling up the stats.
They are piling up the stats. Tyler broke a lot last year, and Jakai this year. Tristan, it's just a good group, and I know they would love to go out with a flourish this year. Like I said, everything is still in front of them, and tonight is part of it.
Looks like Brewer has won the toss, and they are going to take the ball to start the game. And I really like this color combination for Boaz tonight. The grays with the crimson numerals and the gray headgear, the lettering trimmed in white. Brewer in all white with the blue numerals trimmed in red and the white headgear. Their helmet is the old New England Patriots logo, the one that they had when John Hanna played back in the 70s and 80s on their helmets, just to kind of give you a visual idea of what that looks like. So both teams, as we've both talked about already tonight, they control their destinies. A win tonight is paramount for postseason play, and I would say that Boaz is favored in this game. And it's good to be back home, and you got to go out there and execute.
You've got to go home. You've got to you're at home. You got to take care of business. And you mentioned this uniform combination. I believe it's the first time we've seen this uniform combination all year. And I'm like you. I love this uniform, the grays with the red numbers and the gray pants. And should be a good night. We're about ready to kick it off.
A little cooler than it's been generally, weather-wise, and we expect temperatures to dip down into the low 60s, maybe even the high 50s before we're done tonight.
Yeah, and I want to mention before we get started, before we forget, a big game coming up here Tuesday night with the Boaz girls flag football. They're going to be playing for the region championship in just their first season. I believe it's against J.B. Pennington. No, it's against
Westbrook Christian.
Westminster
Christian,
yes. Christian. And they've already clinched a home playoff game, and that game will be for the region championship. Varsity will kick off at 6 o'clock. So I think if you're coming to that, it's going to be a lot cooler. I think they're predicting temperatures down into the 30s Tuesday night and Wednesday night. But come out and support the girls flag football team.
Good luck to Coach Will Penton and the girls there. And as they get ready for postseason play and hopefully win a region title. We also want to say big hello to Bobby Landers, who's listening tonight. And he missed our shout-out a couple of weeks ago. So, Bobby, if you're listening, thanks for listening in with us tonight. And Jose Arguin, the record-breaking Boaz place kicker, has the ball teed up, and he is kicking left to right as you listen, with a couple of men standing on the goal line, Ricky. Their heels on the goal line expecting the ball.
They've watched film.
And we are underway here from Boaz, and the kick will go in the end zone and will be fielded, but that will be a touchback. This is technically week 7 of the season, and Brewer will come out with the football here from their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. When I talked to Coach Sullivan earlier in the week, he wasn't sure what defensive alignment the Pirates were going to use tonight. Looks like Presley Fant is going to get the start at end along with Scoggins. And they will go with those rush ends. And look here, Brewer spreading it out with 2 wide receivers to both sides, but they're going to hand it off on 1st down, and here's room for the running back. That's number 15, Walker Latham. And he is going forward for a 1st down and more across the 30-yard line up to about the 33. He got a seal off the right side, and Wade Dobbins was there to make the tackle, but not before Latham is ahead for 13 yards and the 1st down. Quarterback Kason Oden. He's a tall one, Ricky, 6 feet 5 inches. and 201 pounds. And as we talked about, they do like to throw it more than they run it. But they had a very successful rush on first down. They're going to hand off to Latham again. But Boaz defenses it better. They're trying to push the pile forward. They finally get him on the ground. A nice gain after initial contact was made. He went for about 5 more yards, did Latham, up to the 40. Logan Scoggins the first man to hit him, but it is going to be a 7-yard gain there, and it'll be 2nd and 3. They have big number 84, Bo Yancey, as a blocking back, lining up behind the right guard. They're going to hand it to Latham again. He gets room out to the right side, and he's got another first down at midfield. So 3 carries by Walker Latham and 30 yards already in this drive as the Boaz defense having a hard time stopping the run.
Yeah, just strictly right up the middle and up to midfield.
In the shotgun goes Kason Oden. He's going to hand off again to Latham. Why not? This time Boaz is on it. They stop him after only a yard.
They're just sticking to the ground game right up the middle. Same guy each time.
That was Braden Bennett who sliced in there that time and made the play after only a gain of a yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. And we'll see if they put it in the air here after they stopped Latham for a 1-yard gain. They're going to put 26 C.J. Watson in the backfield. They're going to hand it to him on a sweep to the left, bounces off one man, and then is tripped up as he gets inside the Boaz 45 to about the 44. And they will need now 4 yards on 3rd down. Noah Ford making the hit. So Boaz trying to make a stop here on 3rd down and 4, the first 3rd down of the game. Oden will line up behind the runners in the backfield. Now Latham in motion will line up behind him. They're going to hand it to him running to the right. Here is a flag coming out, no gain. And they blow this one dead, Ricky. This play never occurred, and it's going to be a false start against Brewer. So that will cost the Patriots 5 yards and will put them in a 3rd and long situation. So Boaz had it well defensed, even if.
They did, yes. They was just Brewer just trying to run a little bit of kind of a trickery there, and Latham coming in motion. He still got the ball.
Yeah, a little bit of eye candy, as Troy calls it.
Yes.
So 3 men wide right, 1 to the left for Oden on this 3rd and 9 from the Boaz 49. Oden takes the snap. He's going to pass for the first time. He's going to throw it wide open, but missed his man and incomplete. He had number 7, Hunter Knighton, wide open at about the 40, which would have been close to the first down, and he threw it way behind the intended target. And it'll wind up being a 4th down and 9 for Brewer. It looks like they're checking in the punt team. Knighton, who just was the intended receiver, will go back into punt formation. And Boaz will send Elijah Kelly deep to field the punt. On 4th and 9 from the 49. Knighton kicking it away from Kelly. But it takes a tremendous Brewer bounce inside the 5 and will trickle into the end zone. Well, Boaz got a break there. And it will be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Pirates with 8:52 to play in the first quarter. So Brewer mounting a little bit of a drive there, but the 5-yard penalty hurt him.
It did, and put him out of range, and unfortunately couldn't pick it up. Or fortunately for Boaz, they didn't pick it up. So now Boaz, 1st and 10 at their 20.
Tyler Pierce out there with 2 men in the backfield with him. We've seen this alignment this year, but this time it's Tristan Childers and Presley Fant who are back there together. First time we've seen them, and it's going to be Fant getting the handoff, running left. He's got room, 25, 30, 35. Oh, he ran over a man at the 37-yard line. The man who made the tackle took some punishment from Presley Fant. It was number 8, Clay Clemens, and he is, whew, he got leveled.
He did. A good run for Fant, 19 yards.
1st and 10, empty backfield for Pierce. He's going to throw a screen out to Jakai. Got a good block, 40, 45, Hudgens to the 50. Hudgens dragged out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Nice block out here on the corner, I think, by Landon Alexander. And That is a Boaz first down all the way up to the Brewer 43. Hunter Knighton on the tackle. But, Ricky, Boaz moving the ball in a hurry here.
Yeah, 19 yards on the first play, 18 yards on the second play.
Pistol formation with Childers behind Pierce. They will move the formation over to the left, including Mason Gaither, the blocking back. Here is a handoff to Childers. Makes a nice jump cut. 40. He's at the 35 on a penalty play. 30, 25 to the 20-yard line. And this one is going to come back after a nice, nifty run by Tristan Childers. Micah Edwards on the tackle, but holding is going to be called against Boaz. So this one will be nullified. That was a really nice cut Tristan made. He's gotten so adept at doing that, Ricky, at the line of scrimmage. So they'll mark this one off from the original line of scrimmage, which was the 43, back to the Boaz 47, and it'll be 1st and 20 from there. So now Childers will line up to the left hip, of Pierce, and now a discussion amongst the officials.
I think they're saying, should the penalty have been marked off from where the flag was at, which was the 39?
And I think that's what you're going to see here. They are going to move the ball up to the Brewer 49, okay? And the umpire says, that's my bad. So it'll be 1st and 16, right?
Yes.
From the Brewer 49. Pierce is going to roll left. He's looking to throw. He's in trouble. He's going to lift one off his back feet. Hudgens is behind the defense. He catches it down at the 10, and now it is incomplete as he could not complete the catch to the ground. It was an awkward, he had to make an awkward grab down along the 10, and the push by the defensive back, Kason Oden back there, caused the ball to separate from Hudgens, and it's incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and 16.
Yeah, it was a good play. Good play by the defender there to kind of jar the ball loose once Sakai had it in his grasp.
Presley Fant will be the running back. He's lined up in the pistol behind Pierce on 2nd and 16. There's Landon Alexander in motion right to left. They'll hand it to Fant. Fant trying to make a move, and he spins ahead for a few yards. They're pushing the pile, and he will be tackled back at the original line of scrimmage. Somebody's helmet came off. And I think it was Presley's. He's going to have to come out of the game as Childers checks back in. But he gets about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 11 here for Boaz, and that holding penalty looming large here.
It is. So now Boaz facing a 3rd down. It could be a situation right here where if they pick up a little bit, they might decide to go for it on 4th down.
Bunch set out to the left on the numbers. Here is a give to Childers. No, Pierce is going to keep. Oden says no, sir, and he will sling Pierce down violently after a gain of only a couple of yards, and it will be 4th down and 9. 7:45 to play here in quarter number 1. Brewer making a nice drive on its first drive of the game, but having to punt after they got into a penalty situation. Boaz on their first drive lit up the yardage on the first couple of plays, but have been stalled after a holding penalty and are going for it here now on 4th and 9. And Pierce goes to the hard count, and look here, Brewer jumps into the neutral zone, and the flags are thrown. So that is going to cost him 5 yards, and that sets Boaz up in a 4th and 4. And Boaz is going to put Gaither back in. They're going to put Fant back in, and they're going to go to this 2-back look surrounding Tyler Pierce with Gaither the lead block. 4th and 4 for the Pirates at the 37. Here is a fake. They're going to throw a little swing pass to Fant out there wide open at the 30. He is to the 25-yard line and is tackled out of bounds. And Boaz does indeed convert the first down inside the 25-yard line. C.J. Watson on the tackle.
Yep, that was a big play right there. That 5-yard penalty, offsides penalty, gave them a little bit of extra yardage and was able to run the play that they wanted to and a first down.
4 wide receivers for Boaz. Pierce is going to roll right, looking for Alexander. He catches it at the 20, and he is going to be taken down right there by Clemens. But a gain of 5 for Alexander, who had the very sure hands on that play because he was surrounded when he caught it. So a nice play by Landon. We'll call it a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 to the 20. Boaz with trips to the left. Childers in the backfield. Pierce is going to shove it out to Childers. Got a good block on the corner. He is on the outside and will be taken down after a gain of about 5. I think it was Hudgens who came in and made the nice block. And it's going to be 3rd down and a couple here for Boaz as Walker Latham made the tackle.
They're going to spot it at the 16, so 3rd and 2.
Hudgens out here wide right along with Sage Bennett. And here is the formation moving to the right with Childers in the pistol. Pierce is going to hand off to Tristan. Tristan taking it to the right side, pushing ahead. He has the first down, I believe, inside the 15 to about the 14, 13-yard line, we'll say. And he needed 2. He got 3 on the play. Boaz in the red zone here. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. 5:45 to play in the first quarter. Boaz has had a nice long drive time-wise. 2 running backs surrounding Pierce in the backfield. Here is a give to Fant, running left, turns a corner. He is still on his feet, and he is going to be taken down just outside the 5, I believe.
Call it at the 6-yard line.
Micah Edwards on the tackle, but we'll say he got taken down at the 6. It'll be 2nd down and about 4 for Boaz. Same set here. Hudgens, the only man flanked out to the right. They're going to give it this time to Childers running to the right. Broke a couple of tackles, keeping his feet churning inside the 5. He'll go to about the 3, and that is going to be close to the 1st down. I think they're going to mark him short. Cole Drinkard on the stop. But Boaz will need about a half a yard, maybe a little more than that for the 1st down. It's 3rd and about a half a yard or so outside the 3-yard line. Here's a give to Fant, running left. Fant on his feet, he's in! Touchdown, Boaz! Presley Fant, his 3rd touchdown of the season. His 3rd touchdown in 2 games. And Boaz takes the lead in the game, 6-0, with a point after pending here by Jose Araguin. Braden Bennett snaps. Tyler Pierce holds. Jose Araguin kicks, and it is good. 4:34 to go here in the first quarter. The score is Boaz 7 and Brewer nothing. This is the Boaz Network.
Hey folks, Mark Brickey, Sand Mountain Toyota. There's a lot to consider when buying a truck. Towing capacity, cab space, gas mileage, resale value. When you're talking with your salesman, is he willing to sit behind the wheel of the same kind of truck he claims to stand behind? Here at Sand Mountain Toyota, we buy what we sell. Not only do we stand behind our trucks, we put our own money and trust in Toyota trucks, just like you. Come by and check out our huge selection of popular Toyota trucks. Sand Mountain Toyota, we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Some days, you've got big things to care about. Like that. And that. Luckily, the Whirlpool Smart Range automatically updates itself with features like Air Fry. So you can worry less about keeping up with the latest tech and care more about keeping up with the latest trends. Say cheese. Everyday care, Whirlpool.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bonds Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Boaz Pirates with a tremendous first drive of the game, Ricky. They go on top 7-0.
Yeah, that was a great drive. 13 plays, 80 yards. They used 4 minutes and 18 seconds, and and mix and pass and run.
Yeah.
9 runs and 4 passes on that drive.
Our college games tomorrow. South Carolina is at Alabama at 11 o'clock on ABC. Auburn is idle. Jack State is also idle. They played a midweek game, put a whooping on New Mexico State on Wednesday night, and they will play in a couple of Wednesday nights against Middle Tennessee State. That game will be on ESPN2. We'll talk more about that next week. Here's Jose's kick, and it is over the head of the return man and into the end zone for the touchback. Games being played around the region tonight. Sardis is at Douglas. That game doesn't really mean anything as far as postseason is concerned. Both of those teams have been eliminated. Scottsboro is at Gunnersville, and that game is an important game because they are playing for seeding.
Yeah, that one's pretty much could decide the region championship depending on what happens in the next couple of weeks.
Albertville is at Huntsville High School tonight. Asbury is at Holly Pond. Fife is at Whitesburg Christian. Geraldine is at Brindley Mountain. West End is at Eider. And DAR is at John Paul II. Here is Brewer on their second possession of the game. And here is a handoff to Latham running to the right, trying to get outside. And he will not get very far. That was a really nice job of pursuit on the outside by Boaz. First man there was Elijah Kelly. He'll get about 3 on the play. But Boaz really strung that out nicely.
Yeah, great job by Boaz of stringing that out and dropping him for about a 2.5, 3 yard gain.
Second down and 7 as Watson will come back into the backfield with quarterback Kason Oden. He's got 2 men lined up wide right and 2 out to the left. The short side of the field is the right. Brewer moving right to left as you listen. Now a pistol formation, and Oden wants to load up and throw it. He is going to throw down the field. That ball is going to be intercepted by Elijah Kelly. Elijah Kelly, his 4th interception of the season, as he made a tremendous play on the ball, and the Boaz gets the first turnover of the game.
Let's see where they're going to mark it. About the 38, I believe, is where
that is Elijah Kelly's 10th career pick. That leaves him just 1 short of tying Corbin Pitts for the all-time Boaz record. So great play by him, and Boaz at the 37, as Ricky told you, will have it 1st and 10 with trips out to the right and Childers in the backfield with Tyler Pierce. Pierce takes the snap. He'll hand off to Childers. Childers up the middle, picking his way forward across the 40 and down at about the 41, maybe the 42-yard line where Walker Latham makes the tackle. They'll call it a 5-yard gain up to the 42.
Yeah, great job. Great read by Elijah Kelly on that interception. The ball was just a tad underthrown, and he undercut the receiver and was able to pick it off and likes to get the ball back to Boaz.
Second down and 5 for Boaz. Bunt set to the short side of the field, which is the left. Now here's Landon in motion. They're going to fake to him. Pierce is going to take it himself up the middle. He's got the first down over the midfield stripe and into Brewer territory at the 49. Matthew Sellers making the stop.
Good job there by Tyler running the RPO. Faked the handoff to Alexander and kept it and had a lane there to run it and pick up about 11 yards.
That was actually Dakota Crawford on the tackle. He's wearing 57 tonight, normally wears 16. So I want to correct that. 1st and 10 at the 49 for Boaz. Childers in the pistol, 2 men wide right. Here is a handoff to Tristan running to the right, a little stretch play, and he's able to outrun most of the defenders out to the corner. And a nice stiff arm by Childers up to about the 42. And Clay Clemens ran him out of bounds. But that was a nice 7-yard run on the stretch play to the right.
It was. Had some blocking out here and had a good hole opened up right there at the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 3 for Boaz at the Brewer 42. 3 men wide to the left, 1 to the right. Childers in the backfield. Pierce takes the snap. He's going to hand off to Tristan again. He will go inside the 40 and twist his way inside the 40 to about the 39, and that's close to the first down, and he will indeed have the first down as they move the chains at the 39-yard line. C.J. Watson on the stop. Childers will get a rest. He's done some really nice running on this drive so far, and Presley Fant will be back in the backfield. 2 men will go wide left. Alexander's out there along with Bennett, and 2 men to the right. Hudgens is in motion, and now Pierce is going to load up and wants to throw. He's in trouble, rolling right. He's going to keep it himself and just get what he can. And let's see where they mark it. That might be he does get the line of scrimmage, Ricky, so no gain on the play. Very close to being a sack there, but it'll be 2nd and 10.
But a good job by Tyler and under duress of getting back to the line of scrimmage and not losing any.
Good coverage in the secondary by Brewer. 2nd down and 10. 2 running backs in the game now for Boaz. And Ty Sullivan will be the blocking back, lined up on the left side. They're going to hand to Fant, running to the left. And Fant is going to be taken down behind the line. That was a nice play by Latham as he sliced through there. Nobody blocked him. And he is going to put Fant down for a 2-yard loss, I believe, back to the 41. So Boaz is facing 3rd and long here. Boaz has only been behind the sticks once tonight, and they were able to overcome it. Here it's 3rd and 12. 2 men in the backfield. And this one is going to be blown dead. And a flag is coming out, I think. And it is going to be a substitution infraction against Brewer. They could not get all their men off the field, and Boaz snapped it while they were trying to do that. So too many men there for the Patriots, and Boaz will get 5 yards. That's kind of what happened to them on the last drive, Ricky. They had Boaz behind the sticks and then gave them 5 yards, and that helped the Boaz call. So they put this up to the 36, and Boaz will face now 3rd and 7 on the play.
That's big there, and give them a little bit better chance of converting.
Here's Pierce. Pierce takes a snap. He wants to throw. Looking, rolling right, fakes a throw. Now he's going to lift it to Hudgens behind the defense. Ja'Kai has it at the 5. He is going forward. Touchdown, Boaz! Tyler Pierce just sort of lifted the ball over the defenders into the arms of Ja'Kai Hudgens. A great adjustment by Pierce, and Hudgens was there for his 8th touchdown catch of the season. And as I mentioned in the open, he is now tied for the all-time lead in receiving touchdowns, tying Taylor Smith. And there's the kick by Arguin, and it is good. 59 seconds to go in the first quarter. Boaz now 14 and Brewer nothing. We're coming back for the kick. This is the Boaz Network.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more, from large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. RE/MAX Guntersville is a proud supporter of the Guntersville City Schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Guntersville, 256-582-5585.
If your parents and grandparents owned a Ford, odds are they bought theirs at Alexander Ford in Boaz. For over 50 years, Alexander Ford has been known as the Ford store in North Alabama. With some of the same faces you've grown to know and trust, we celebrate our past and are excited about our future. We still do business like we always have without hidden fees and high pressure. You can put your trust in us, just like your parents and grandparents did. Alexander Ford, your family Ford store.
Boaz overcoming a long third down there. Great improvisation by Tyler Pierce and Ja'Kai Hudgens, and great communication between the two.
Yeah, and when Ja'Kai got behind the defender, I mean, he was wide open, and Tyler made a good throw kind of on the run to Hudgens for that touchdown pass.
That is the 19th touchdown pass on the year by Tyler Pierce. Here's Jose Arguin for the kick. High in the air and deep. But this one is going to be returnable right from the goal line. They're going to run some trickery here. They pitch it to number 3, who is not on our roster. That's Cam Ballinger. That's right. He was a number change. Cam Ballinger, the 6'3", 165-pound sophomore, finally was the one who came up with it. I think they actually handed it off a couple of times on that. But Logan Scoggins was not really fooled, and he put him down at about the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Brewer. Under a minute to go here in quarter number 1. Boaz leading 14-0. Brewer trying to get something going. They turned it over on their last offensive play. Here is a pass out on a screen out to Hunter Knighton, and nobody was fooled there. The first man to hit him was Kelly as he broke off the block, and he met Hunter Knighton almost right where he caught it.
Yeah, they give him a yard on the gain. But
that was a generous spot for sure.
But it was a great play by Elijah Kelly.
2 men to both sides here for Odin. Latham is in the backfield with him lined up to the left. They do have to snap it before the end of the quarter. There's about a 3-second differential between the two clocks. Odin is going to take the snap. He's going to pass it out on a swing pass to Ballinger. Ballinger across the 30. He should have the first down, but I think we have a flag on the play, so this one may come back. It looked like there may have been a hold out here on the corner. Troy was looking at it for sure.
Yeah, there was a hold out here. Flags around the 28, I believe. But they're going to mark it off from the 30. They're going to mark it off from 25, yes.
So this one is going to go back to the 15-yard line, and will definitely put Brewer behind the sticks here. Been trying to figure out what that glinting is on one of the uniforms for Brewer, and it's the girdle one of the linemen is wearing. It's when he turns toward the lights, it sort of blinks red, and kind of had me fooled there. 2nd down and about 18 now for the Patriots, and they will run this final play here of the first quarter. Odin is going to hand off to Latham. Got a big hole up the middle, and he is going forward across the 20 to the 25, and down he goes at about the 27. So we got all that yardage back and a good bit more, and it'll be a 3rd down that Brewer is facing when we come back. So Boaz leading at 14-0 here at the end of quarter number 1. We'll be right back after these words. This is the Boaz Network.
Save big, sell bigger. Now list your home for 2% with RE/MAX Guntersville and RE/MAX Heritage in Arab as they've embraced the new changes in real estate. Call the number on the screen to talk with an agent to find out how you can now keep more of what's yours by listing your home for 2%. Discover the difference with RE/MAX, one of the most trusted names in real estate, where you know you're always getting quality service. Make that call today to start your 2% listing where you'll keep more of what's yours and save big, sell bigger.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
This is Julie Battles for Twilight Monument Company. It's hard to lose someone you love, and at Twilight Monument Company, they want to help give your loved one a nice memorial that you can enjoy for generations. Come see my papa, Jerry Battles at Twilight Monument Company, 256-593-7792.
We're back here in the Family Savings Credit Union broadcast booth. Patrick Williams, Ricky Smith, Troy Rogers, and Bubba Riddle. And Boaz leading this game 14-0 after 1 quarter of play. And Ricky, the first quarter really was all Boaz.
It was all Boaz. 143 yards total to only 49 for Brewer. So a good job for Boaz, and they got a turnover and converted it. So just an overall good quarter for Boaz.
Brewer is facing 3rd down and 5 as we come out of the first quarter break. And here is Odin in the shotgun. Puts one man in motion. He is going to roll left, wants to throw. The pass is caught, but this one is not going very far. As again, Elijah Kelly came up to make the tackle on the running back Latham, who had caught the ball. And there is a flag on the play, and it is against Brewer.
What will Boaz do? Are they going to decline it or accept the penalty?
I think they're going to decline it, according to what I'm seeing on the sideline.
Illegal motion.
So Brewer only got about a yard or 2 on the play, and they're going to face 4th down and about 4 here. Gunnersville on top of Scottsboro 10-0 in that other region game going on. Geraldine leading Brindley Mountain 21-0. And St. John Paul II 7-0 over DAR. 4th down and 4, and they will bring the punting unit in. Hunter Knighton is in punt formation. Kelly is deep for Boaz. This could be a returnable situation. High kick. And here is Elijah taking it right up the middle of the field to the 40, the 45, and he'll be dropped from behind by number 55, Eli Howell. And Boaz is going to set up with good field position here.
Mark it at the 48, so a punt return of 11 yards by Elijah Kelly.
That is only the 2nd punt return of the year for Boaz. He had one earlier against Douglas, and then he just takes that one back, as Ricky told you, for 11 yards. So 1st down and 10 for the Pirates at the 48. Here's Pierce. He's going to move Ty Sullivan from right to left, and he's also going to do that with Landon Alexander. And he's going to hand off to Fant. Presley Fant spins his way across midfield, across the 45, and up to about the Brewer 48. That's going to be a pickup of about 9 yards where Derek Correa made the tackle on Fant. So 2nd down and 1 for the Pirates.
Yeah, big run that time. Good job from the line opening it up.
Fant will stay in the pistol here behind Tyler Pierce. Again, Alexander in motion. And again, a handoff. No, there's a fake. Pierce is in trouble, trying to get out of that trouble, and he will not. They're going to sack him. He's got to hold on to the ball. He does. And they will sack him back at the 49-yard line. He was wanted to throw long, but just did not have time. That was really nice pursuit there by Brewer, getting into the offensive backfield. Correa getting credit for the sack. And now Boaz will face 3rd and 7 after the loss. So Childers checks back in. On 3rd and 7 for Boaz, Pierce went to the hard count, but Brewer did not get in there that time. Trying to convert on 3rd down here. Pierce, they're blitzing him. He gets rid of it, looking for Alexander, but he had to get rid of it before he wanted to, did Pierce. And Landon could not get free from his defender, and that will bring up 4th down. So Boaz will face 4th and 7 here from the Brewer 49. Brewer trying to get men off the field. Pierce was about to go to the snap, and Brewer had to spend a timeout, Ricky. They couldn't get all their men off the field. They thought Boaz was going to punt here, and Boaz was in an offensive set. So we'll take a timeout with them at 10:21. Boaz leading 14-0. This is the Boaz Network.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz.
Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
Established in 1946, Kirkpatrick Concrete has a tradition of top quality products and service. They now have 11 North Alabama locations to meet this area's demand for quality ready-mix concrete. For your next project, your friends at Kirkpatrick Concrete are just down the road.
At the Driving Factor, we know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Whether you're heading to work,
headed to play,
or taking the grandkids to the beach.
Are we there yet?
At the Driving Factor, every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy, from the application process, the approval, or to the payments, either online or in store. At the Driving Factor, we're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
4th down and 7. Ricky Boaz again sending the offense back on the field. We'll see if they try to draw Brewer off sides.
Well, and if not, then you expect Tyler to just back up and punt it.
Which we've seen a number of times in the last couple of years. And that's what they do here. They go to the hard count, and now he will back up and try to pin Brewer deep.
He did have a 43-yard punt last week.
And this one is going to be angled toward the corner, and this one is going to have a sideways bounce inside the 20. The Brewer kid almost went and touched it there. And Boaz will down it inside the 15 at about the 12. So that was an effective kick there by Pierce. Brewer will take over with 10:08 to play in the half, trailing 14-0.
The word teamwork gets used a lot in sports, and that's why Marshall Therapy and Sports Rehab and the Orthopedic Center are teaming up to deliver an unparalleled level of care for our student athletes at Boaz High School.
The young man who came around the ball is getting a talking to by Coach Matt Plunkett over there. So 1st and 10 from the 12 for the Patriots. Oden is going to leave it in the arms of, no, he's going to keep, and he's going to run into the arms of Logan Scoggins. And it'll be 2nd down and about 3 after he got up to the 15, maybe the 16-yard line. Oden wants to throw, looking down the field. That one is incomplete, trying to get it to number 5, Quamaine Anderson. Boaz had him covered well. Would have been a 1st down had he made the catch down along the 35-yard line. But now Brewer will face 3rd and about 6 at the 16-yard line.
And they are 0 for 2 on 3rd downs.
They'll put 3 men out wide left, 1 to the right, Latham in the backfield with Oden in the shotgun. Oden takes the snap, backs up, wants to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket. He is running for it on to the left side. Boaz hits him, and he will be short of the 1st down at about the 20. That was Scoggins again who hit him. But they're going to be about 2 yards short of the 1st down. And let's see what they elect to do. If they are going to send in the punt team, I think that's a wise thing. Knighton is going to back up here into punt formation on 4th and 2 from the 20. And Kelly will go deep. Had a return of 11 yards last time the Patriots punted the ball. Knighton has it, gets it out of there. This one is an end-over-end kick. Kelly will take it. Got some room here, 45. He's to the 40, down to the 35, still on his feet. Nice spin move down to the 30-yard line, and finally taken down by about 3 Patriots. Walker Latham, the first man to hit him. But Boaz is going to set up at the 30-yard line here, a short field to start this drive. So the punt that Boaz had really has flipped things, as Brewer couldn't do much with it, and they didn't take any time off the clock much at all on their drive.
And, I mean, really, Boaz, just a net 10 yards on that punt from the 20 to the 30. Change of possession.
Pierce with Childers in the backfield. And here's a handoff to Tristan Childers. Trying to go forward, doesn't find much room. That was a nice job filling the hole by Odin. Oh, excuse me, by number 84, Bo Yancey. And it's 2nd down and 10. No gain on that play. Very, very seldom, Ricky, do you see Tristan Childers carry it and not get at least some positive yardage. Slot formation to the left, one man wide right. Now Alexander in motion left to right. They'll hand it to Childers. This time he's got a little bit more room off the right side. Still churning his feet. Going to have close to 4 or 5 yards on the carry. As Clemens made the tackle on him, they'll mark him at the 26. So a gain of 4, and Boaz will need 6 yards here on 3rd down from the Brewer 26-yard line.
Boaz is 3 out of 5 on 3rd down conversions. Wade Dobbins in on offense. Now, he's not been in on offense a lot this season.
Here are the Pirates. And here is Pierce. He's just going to take the snap and run the keeper. Run into the left. He's got the 1st down inside the 20.
Good blocking by the receivers and that left side of the offensive line.
Micah Edwards on the tackle, Ricky. I think that fooled everybody. Nobody expected Pierce just to take it and run off the left side with it.
7-yard pickup, 8-yard pickup up to the 18.
Jay Patterson's in the game. He's flanked wide right. Now here's Jakai in motion left to right. And here is a fake to Childers. What a catch by Hudgens out in the right flat. Makes a couple of moves. Still trying to find positive yardage inside the 10. He's close to a Boaz 1st down around the 7.
Yeah, that was a great catch because the throw was kind of behind him. He had to turn back towards the ball and catch it and keep his feet. And he's down to the 7-yard line, so that's 1st down.
It really was. So here are the Pirates, 1st and goal from the 7. Childers in the pistol. Here's Pierce. He is going to hand off to Tristan. Tristan running to the left. Broke one tackle, broke another tackle. Carrying men with him. He is close to the goal line. Touchdown, Boaz! What a run by Tristan Childers off the left side. He carried about 4 men with him to the end zone, and he'll take it in for the score. And there is a flag. So let's check things here. Hold up 1 second. Holding is going to be called against Boaz. That will nullify a tremendous run by Childers. Wow. So push it back to the 16-yard line, and now Boaz is 1st and goal from there. Tristan's going to trot back into the backfield here after he had come to the sidelines thinking he had scored. Patterson is going to go wide right. Hudgens to the left. 2 tight ends here, or tight end on the left, Sullivan, and Gaither's in there to block. Now Hudgens in motion. They're going to hand off to him. No, Pierce is going to keep it himself, running to the right, ran into the back of his own man. And a modest gain of about a yard to the 15. So 2nd down and goal from the 15 as Presley Fant checks into the game. 2 running backs in the backfield now with Pierce. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Pierce wants to back up and throw it. He's in trouble. Steps out of a would-be sack. Rolling left, looking down the field. It is incomplete. Looking for Sullivan down around the 6 or 7. That was a good adjustment by Ty Sullivan, but he couldn't handle it. And it'll be 3rd and goal from the 15. And we have a penalty marker on the play, and it's going to be, Ricky, an ineligible man downfield.
Well, with all of that going on, you got to figure some of the linemen just drifted down just a little bit. Let's see what Coach Matt Plunkett wants to do.
It'll either be 3rd and goal from the 15 or 2nd and goal from the 20. I think they're going to mark the yardage off here. So Boaz will get the down back, but now they're 5 yards further away. So they're going to spread it out here. They're going with that formation we've seen a little bit this year with Elijah Kelly way back behind Tyler Pierce on the left. Pierce is going to back up, and he's going to not throw it to Kelly. He's going to throw it the other direction, in and out of the hands of Hudgens in the end zone. That one had a little bit too much on it, and Ja'Kai couldn't handle it. So now Boaz is 3rd and goal from the 20. Pretty decent coverage over there, though, by Cam Ballinger, who was defending. So it is 3rd and goal from the 20. Childers is going to come back into the game.
So it's 3rd and goal. I mean, if you don't get down real close within the 5 or something like that, I'd expect a field goal try from Jose.
Here's Pierce, takes the snap, backing up, looking to throw. Flushed out to the left, going to shoot a pass down the middle, incomplete. Undercutting it was Micah Edwards, the defender, but the ball bounced into his arms. He was looking for Alexander, was Pierce, and this will force, as Ricky surmised, a field goal attempt. And here comes Jose Arguin into the game.
Probably about the 27, so a 37-yard field goal.
That is what we'll call it. A 37-yard attempt. The ball is just to the right of the middle of the field. And this is an attempt by Arguin. Placement is down. The kick is away. And this kick is good. A 37-yard field goal by Jose Arguin, and Boaz increases the lead to 17-0. 5:13 to play here in the half. This is the Boaz Network.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.
37-yard field goal by Jose Arguin increases the Boaz lead. That is the 15th career field goal for Jose Arguin. He's the all-time record holder.
His 3rd of the season.
And he is getting ready to kick off here. First time he's kicked off from right to left in this game. The holding penalty that nullified the touchdown stalled the Boaz drive. And they got the field goal. And here's Jose to kick it off. And he is kicking it deep. And this one will not be returnable. And Brewer will bring it out to the 20. Ricky, the Boaz defense has played really well tonight. They haven't allowed Brewer to do much of anything offensively.
Brewer with just 2 first downs, 55 yards rushing and 3 yards passing, so 58 total yards given up so far.
You know, most of those rushing yards came on the first few plays of the game.
They were the first few plays of the game. Latham with 42 of those 55 rushing yards.
So here are the Patriots, 1st and 10 from their own 20. Kason Oden, the senior quarterback, in the shotgun, takes a snap. He's going to hand off to Latham. Latham will not find much room. He is stacked up after a gain of only 1. Aiden O'Rourke in there. Gonzalo Pacheco, they just collapsed on him that time. Jaden Durden, that defensive line. 2nd down and 9. Here's a handoff to Latham this time, or Watson, I should say, trying to get outside. He won't. Nice tackle over there on the far left. That was Wade Dobbins. And that'll be a gain of a couple. And it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Patriots. Oden checking the sideline for an audible here with 2 receivers split to both sides. And a running back, Watson, lined up now on his right hip. Oden takes a snap. Coming back to throw. There was pressure by Fant. He tried to get rid of it. Watson couldn't handle it out of the backfield. Fant just about got a sack.
He was there.
He went
quickly.
right by Oden. So 4:02 to play, and that'll bring up 4th down and 7. And here's another punt coming for Brewer. And they, again, just like their last drive, Ricky, they did not take much time off the clock.
No, and just the opposite of last week, Boaz with twice the time of possession as Brewer, which is last week it was Sardis.
Knighton lifts a high one. This was a wobbly spiral this time. Kelly calls for and makes the fair catch wisely. And a good concentration by Elijah Kelly there as he was surrounded by Brewer Patriots.
Well, and another great field position for Boaz to start this drive at their 47.
So 3:55 to play here in the half. Boaz will try to add some more points here and increase this 17-point lead. Got Boaz offensive line trots out there. Frasco, Duke, Guile, Barkley, and Wright. They've done great work this year. And here's a 1st and 10 for Boaz at the 47. Here's a handoff to Fant. Fant fumbled the football. Brewer has it. It's picked up by Watson. He's to the 35-30. He's going to score. Nobody's catching C.J. Watson. He picks up the fumble and takes it in for the Brewer touchdown. Fant had it stripped from him on a nice defensive play by the Patriots. The ball popped free, and Watson takes it in for the touchdown. So the Patriots all of a sudden have some life on the fumble return by Watson. And here is Ronnie Miguel to attempt the extra point. Cole Drinker to hold it. High snap. Miguel gets it away, and the kick is good. So with 3:41 to play here in the half, it's now Boaz 17 and Brewer 7. We're coming back on the Boaz Network.
Hey folks, Mark Brickey, Sand Mountain Toyota. There's a lot to consider when buying a truck. Towing capacity, cab space, gas mileage, resale value. When you're talking with your salesman, is he willing to sit behind the wheel of the same kind of truck he claims to stand behind? Here at Sand Mountain Toyota, we buy what we sell. Not only do we stand behind our trucks, we put our own money and trust in Toyota trucks, just like you. Come by and check out our huge selection of popular Toyota trucks. Sand Mountain Toyota, we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Some days, you've got big things to care about. Like that. And that. Luckily, the Whirlpool Smart Range automatically updates itself with features like Air Fry. So you can worry less about keeping up with the latest tech and care more about keeping up with the latest trends. Say cheese. Everyday care, Whirlpool.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bonds Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Ricky, that was the last thing Boaz wanted to happen. A fumble return for a touchdown.
Yeah, and that was, yes, Boaz is going to get the ball back, but that was just a great job by the Brewer defender to come in and punch away the ball from Presley. And as you said, Watson was there to pick it up, and really nobody from Boaz around to stop him. So Brewer gets on the board with a defensive score.
So now we'll see the first kickoff of the game for Brewer. And it will be Cam Ballinger to put the ball in the air. Kelly is deep along with Hudgens. So we're waiting the signal from the referee. He now has it. And there goes Ballinger, and they're going to kick a squib kick. It's going to come to Wade Dobbins, catches it cleanly, running to the right, 35-40. And Dobbins will be piled on at about the 42 or 43-yard line. So Boaz is going to start this one in good field position as Micah Edwards made the tackle. Boaz is going to start this drive really close to where they started the last drive when the fumble occurred.
In decent field position, 3 timeouts, so there's plenty of time for Boaz to get back on the board and answer that last touchdown by Brewer.
Pierce is going to hand off to Tristan Childers running to the left. Childers, they're trying to strip the ball from him too, but he's not letting them. He gets across the 45 to about the 47. And a stoppage in play here. I think we may have a penalty on the play.
Face mask. I thought I saw that, but I didn't see the flag.
And it'll be the personal foul face mask variety, so this will put Boaz in good position as they move it up to the Brewer 37 after the gain by Childers. And it'll be a 1st down and 10 from there. Hudgens going wide right, Bennett and Alexander to the left. Pistol formation for Childers behind Pierce. Here's Alexander in motion. Tyler's going to hand off to Tristan. Tristan looking for some room, won't find a lot. He gets about a yard up to the 38, or 37, excuse me. And he's hit in the hole nicely by number 28, Derek Correa. Childers is going to check out. Fant is back in there. You know, he would like some redemption after giving the ball up on the last possession. 2nd and 9. Fant will motion out. Pierce looking at him. Now he's going to shoot a pass wide open. Landon Alexander, he has it. And he is going to be slung down by Oden, but I think he's going to be close to the 1st down. They'll stop the clock here, and they will indeed move the chains. So Alexander with a good effort after the catch to get the 1st down at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 Boaz. Landon's first catch tonight. Pierce looking to throw out of the backfield. It's Fant. Fant to the 30, to the 25. Dragged down by Cole Drinkard inside the 25 to about the 24. That's going to be a gain of about 4. Looked like he had a whole lot more than that, didn't it? But he got 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Pirates at the 24-yard line with 2:05 to play. Clock on the move here. Pierce in the gun. Fant in the backfield with him. Tyler's going to throw the screen out to Hudgens. Jakai goes forward after he catches it, and he'll have about 4 more yards up to the 21. And Ballinger on the tackle for the Patriots, and Boaz will need about 3 yards here on 3rd down at the 21.
Yeah, Boaz 4 out of 7 on 3rd downs.
Bunch formation coming all the way out here to the left on the numbers, and Hudgens the only man wide right. Pierce is going to put Fan on his left hip. And here's Pierce handing off to Presley. Presley running right. He got room. Broke a tackle. 20, 15, 10. Nobody's catching him. Touchdown, Boaz. Presley Fant did find that redemption he was looking for. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Pirates put it in the end zone here and lead it 23-7 with 1:46 to play in the half. Nice run off the right side by Fant. And an extra point coming up here for Jose. There is some discussion going on over here with the officials. Not sure. The chains have not moved yet either. The line judge on this near side is talking with the referee, and I'm not sure what it's about. I have not seen a flag, I don't think, but there is a long discussion taking place here. Coach Sullivan doesn't look all that concerned. Now he's got his hands on his hips like, what's going on here? Can we play? 1:46 and a long discussion. Now the umpire is going to join the fray. Troy says there should have been a penalty on the play for unnecessary roughness.
Against a Brewer player, yes.
And I think Coach Plunkett is saying what's going on here. But there's a lot of discussion taking place. Now the other line judge has joined the conversation. And a long, long discussion here. This is similar to the discussion the officials had last week.
Yeah.
But we don't know what the resolution is. There's no flag on the play.
Yeah, we can't see one. If there is one, this right down here on this sideline out of our sight. But I don't think there is one.
And there is not an official over here standing over a flag like they normally do. Now the back judge is going to come into the conversation. This is a 5-man crew tonight, and they are all huddled up, and they're all writing. So I don't know what's going on. The referee looks like he may break out of this huddle in just a moment and at least give us some clarification as to what's happening here. And here he comes. And he is going to call, it is a touchdown. After the play, it's a personal foul against Boaz and a personal foul against Brewer. And they are both ejected. Or somebody's ejected. I don't know if they're both ejected. Oh, there was a flag on the field. We could not see, Ricky.
Yeah.
So is somebody disqualified? It looked like somebody is disqualified.
Yeah, he gave the disqualification.
Number 6, Micah Edwards, is going to the sideline, so I think he is disqualified. I don't know if anybody from Boaz is. So we're getting ready for an extra point here after that long discussion. And here is the snap. That was a tough snap to handle. Pierce got it down, though, and the kick is through. So 1:46 remaining here in the half. It's now Boaz 24 and Brewer 7. This is the Boaz Network.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.com. Company. Remax Gunnersville is a proud supporter of the Gunnersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at Remax Gunnersville, 256-582-5585.
If your parents and grandparents owned a Ford, odds are they bought theirs at Alexander Ford in Boaz. For over 50 years, Alexander Ford has been known as the Ford store in North Alabama. With some of the same faces you've grown to know and trust, we celebrate our past and are excited about our future. We still do business like we always have without hidden fees and high pressure. You can put your trust in us, just like your parents and grandparents did. Alexander Ford, your family Ford store.
All right, got some clarification on the penalty. Edwards from Brewer was disqualified. Boaz did not have anyone disqualified. So basically the penalty's offset. And Boaz will kick off here from the 40 as normal. But Edwards has been thrown out of the game. And now the referee is over on the Brewer sideline talking to Coach Plunkett because he did not actually go over there and tell him that the player had been ejected.
Patrick got a score from Douglas. Sardis leads Douglas 6-0 at the half.
Not a lot of offense in that one.
No, not a lot of offense there.
Boaz offense has been first rate tonight.
They have.
24-7. The Pirates lead it. In minute 46 to go, you kind of wonder if Boaz's defense continues to play well on this drive, if Boaz will use their timeouts and try to get it back.
It may depend on if it can get a big good stop the first play.
Jose's going to kick this one deep, but Latham is going to be able to return it here. He is out to the 10, 15, and the 20, and he'll be taken down at about the 23-yard line. Grabbing him around the legs was Boaz's number 31, Landon Baker. Good tackle by Baker, one of my swimmers. So 1st and 10 at the 23 for the Patriots. If they put it in the air here and Boaz can get some incompletions, you know Tyler Pierce is itching to get back out there offensively.
He is, yes. So we will see what Brewer's plan is. If they hand it off, then they may just be saying, well, they're not. They're going to throw it.
Oden is going to throw out in the flat, has a man, and he will step out of bounds. That's Knighton at about the 30, so a gain of about 7, 2nd and 3. Remember, Brewer has 2 timeouts remaining. They called one earlier, and it's 2nd and 3 here. Oden in the shotgun. 3 men now wide right, 1 to the left. Latham in the backfield with him. Clock stopped at 1:33 because Knighton was able to get out of bounds over on that far boundary. Oden is going to throw out here in the flat. That one is caught by Ballinger and tackled made by Kelly, but that will be a first down. So that will move the chains, and they run the clock here at the 38-yard line. Brewer has it. They try to get set up offensively. Oden takes a snap, wants to throw, looking. That ball is almost picked off over on the far side by Demir Martinez. He was the only man around that one.
Yeah, he was. The ball was overthrown. Demir dove and almost got it, but out of his reach. So 2nd down and 10 or the minute 15 to go.
Oden is taking about a 2 or 3 step drop, and they're just letting it fly. These quick passes. 1:15 to go in the half. 2nd down and 10 at the 38. Oden puts a man in motion. He's going to take the snap, looking to throw, looking, steps up. He's in trouble, and he broke a couple of tackles, still on his feet across midfield up to the 45-yard line. Boaz missed him there. And they had a couple of men in the backfield, and Oden's going to run for the first down. Dobbins finally had to come up and make the tackle. All the way up to the Boaz 44-yard line. It's the best offensive drive of the game for Brewer. Clock moving at 52 seconds. Oden takes the snap, rolling left, looking, going to throw this one deep down the field, and there is going to be a penalty on the play. The Brewer receiver and the Boaz defender, I think that was Dobbins back there, The receiver ran over Dobbins, but I'm not sure what they're going to call
Yeah,
here.
that is strange because the line judge over there and the back judge are discussing it. They both threw flags. No, it shouldn't have been flagged. The ball was way overthrown.
So it's going to be pass interference on the offense. The receiver, Dobbins, was actually waiting there to intercept the pass, and the receiver ran all over him. So I guess that's what they called, and that's going to cost the Patriots 15 yards, and it's going to put them way back into their own territory at the 41. It'll be 1st and 25.
Yeah, that was obvious. I thought if they were going to call that on us, that was really bad. But it wasn't. It was a good call. The receiver just run over Wade.
3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Oden takes the snap. Fakes to Latham. Rolling left. He's going to throw a pass down the sideline. That is going to be incomplete. Looking for Ballinger down that Brewer sideline. And coming over there and breaking it up, the Boaz defenders. Demir Martinez is over there, so was Dobbins.
Halftime in Gunnersville. Gunnersville leads 10-0 over Scottsboro.
So 2nd and 25 with 37 ticks on the clock left. Again, 3 wide receivers. Now they're going to bring 1 man to this side. So 2 wide receivers to both sides. And here's Oden taking the snap, looking to throw, He's going to loft one down the middle of the field. That one is caught by Ballinger and down at the 15-yard line as he made a terrific catch. Ballinger, 6'3", 165, and he went over the Boaz defenders. He threw it in between a couple of Boaz defenders there, and Ballinger made a nice catch, and they're going to spend a timeout here with 30 seconds left, and they are in the red zone, are the Brewer Patriots, at about the 14-yard line. We'll take the break with them. Boaz leading 24-7 on the Boaz Network.
Save big, sell bigger. Now list your home for 2% with RE/MAX Gunnersville and RE/MAX Heritage in Arab as they've embraced the new changes in real estate. Call the number on the screen to talk with an agent to find out how you can now keep more of what's yours by listing your home for 2%. Discover the difference with RE/MAX, one of the most trusted names in real estate, where you know you're always getting quality service. Make that call today to start your 2% listing where you'll keep more of what's yours and save big, sell bigger.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
This is Julie Battles for Twilight Monument Company. It's hard to lose someone you love, and at Twilight Monument Company, they want to help give your loved one a nice memorial that you can enjoy for generations. Come see my papa, Jerry Battles, at Twilight Monument Company, 256-593-7792.
First and 10 for Brewer. Oden is going to be sacked. Getting in to make the play, Braden Bennett. Kim, are we back? So a timeout called here again with 24 seconds remaining as Brewer has to spend their final timeout of the game, of the half, I should say, as Oden was sacked. I was just going to make the point, Ricky, as we were coming back from break there, that Boaz had been rushing just 4 men, and Oden had been able to kind of have some time to look around and throw it. But that time they brought an extra man, and Bennett got the sack.
He got back to him, yeah. And they weren't able to pick him up and dropped him for a big loss.
So in the midst of a timeout here, the ball is outside the 25-yard line to about the 28. So that was a big loss on the play.
It was a loss of 14.
14, yeah.
And, Brewer, second down, but they don't have any timeouts, so they're going to have to get out of bounds. Or if they pick up a first down and don't score, they're going to have to get up there and clock it.
So here is Oden. He's rolling left. They're going to throw a short pass out to Ballinger. He's pushed out of bounds, so that will stop the clock. He gets to about the 20. So it'll be 3rd down and 16. So we'll give them a gain of about 8 there.
So, they're either going to have to go into the end zone or another one of those quick passes like that. And, maybe settle for a field goal. I'm not sure what they would do if they don't pick it up.
One of the things we talked about in the open is Boaz secondary will have to be looking alive here. Here's Oden rolling left. He's going to pass the ball, got his man, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown down the sideline. Oden bought some time rolling out to his left, and the man came free out to the left.
I believe it's number 7, Knighton.
Hunter Knighton, who made the catch, and he gets into the end zone. That's the first offensive touchdown of the game for the Patriots, and it comes with just 11 seconds left in the half. So they got the ball with less than 2 minutes to go and take it down the field and score. Here is the kick by Miguel, and it is up, and it is good. So they cut the Boaz lead to 24-14 with 11 seconds left here in the first half. We'll be back for the kick. This is the Boaz Network.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
Established in 1946, Kirkpatrick Concrete has a tradition of top quality products and service. They now have 11 North Alabama locations to meet this area's demand for quality ready-mix concrete. For your next project, your friends at Kirkpatrick Concrete are just down the road.
At the Driving Factor, we know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Whether you're heading to work,
headed to play,
or taking the grandkids to the beach.
Are we there yet?
At the Driving Factor, every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy, from the application process, the approval, or to the payments, either online or in store.
At the Driving Factor, we're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
Boaz leading 24-14, but Brewer mastering the 2-minute drill there. They take it down the field and score, and they were in a 3rd and 16 situation. Kason Oden finding Hunter Knighton on the sideline, and he took it in from about 10 yards out after he caught the ball.
Yeah, that was a 9-play, 77-yard drive in 1:35. So, as you said, they worked the 2-minute offense to perfection, and I don't expect Boaz to do anything but possibly just get the ball and, run it up the middle. Boaz will get the ball to start the second half.
Here's another squib kick. That one is going to bounce to Elijah Kelly, and he is trying to dance his way around on his feet across the 30, 35, and then they'll wrap him up right about the 36-yard line. Geraldine leading Brindley Mountain 56-6. Anniston on top of Etowah 14-2. Huntsville leading Albertville 21-0. Fort Payne leading Gadsden City 21-3. That might be considered an upset in the making. Holly Pond 38, Asbury 0. Sylvania 17, Collinsville 7. 5:35, Whitesburg Christian, nothing. And the half is...
Hey folks, Mark Brickey, Sand Mountain Toyota. There's a lot to consider when buying a truck. Towing capacity, cab space, gas mileage, resale value. When you're talking with your salesman, is he willing to sit behind the wheel of the same kind of truck he claims to stand behind? Here at Sand Mountain Toyota, we buy what we sell. Not only do we stand behind our trucks, we put our own money and trust in Toyota trucks, just like you. Come by and check out our huge selection of popular Toyota trucks. Sand Mountain Toyota, we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Some days, you've got big things to care about. Like that. And that. Luckily, the Whirlpool Smart Range automatically updates itself with features like Air Fry. So you can worry less about keeping up with the latest tech and care more about keeping up with the latest trends. Say cheese. Everyday care, Whirlpool.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bonds Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Your Boaz High School Marching Pirates. The band is under the direction of Alex Stevenson and Lauren Lingerfeld. Auxiliary sponsor is Martina McCormick. Logistics specialist is Jake Knighton. The drum major is Velby Smith. Band captain is Abram Pollard. Horn sergeant is Cameron Guile. Percussion captains are Luke Maples and Sarah Price. Color guard captain is Dessa McDowell. Dance line captain is Sophie Garmany. Tonight, the band is proud to perform its 2024 production, The Music of Dolly Parton, including the hits 9 to 5, featuring flute soloist Andrea Zaragoza Nieto. Islands in the Stream, featuring Maston Whitfield on trombone and Brittany Rodriguez on mellophone. Two Doors Down, Jolene, and I Will Always Love You. Drum major, Veldy Smith. Is the band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Boaz High School Marching Pirates. Ladies and gentlemen, the Boaz High School Marching Pirates.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve. Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more, from large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.com. RE/MAX Guntersville is a proud supporter of the Guntersville City Schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Guntersville, 256-582-5585.
If your parents and grandparents owned a Ford, odds are they bought theirs at Alexander Ford in Boaz. For over 50 years, Alexander Ford has been known as the Ford store in North Alabama. With some of the same faces you've grown to know and trust, we celebrate our past and are excited about our future. We still do business like we always have without hidden fees and high pressure. You can put your trust in us, just like your parents and grandparents did. Alexander Ford, your family Ford store.
To the Family Savings Credit Union broadcast booth at L.F. Corley Jr. Stadium. Patrick Williams, Ricky Smith, Troy Rogers, and Bubba Riddle. Our entire broadcast crew here. The Boaz Pirates lead the Brewer Patriots at halftime, 24-14 as we get ready to start quarter number 3. Ricky Boaz gave up a defensive touchdown on a fumble, scoop and score by the Patriots, and then at the end of the half, a 2-minute drill, and Brewer able to get into the end zone for their 14 points.
They did. Up until that touchdown drive by Brewer, Boaz had pretty much held them in check, but they got pretty much more yards in that one touchdown drive than they had going into that drive. So Boaz would be big here to come out and drive the field, get a touchdown, and, kind of, I'd say we're in command, but, it just, with them scoring there at the end of the half, and really having that, fumble return for a touchdown, kind of, you want to go ahead and kind of maybe put this game away.
Here's a squib kick that is going to be mishandled, but Boaz able to fall on it. Dobbins went for it, and then Sage Bennett fell on it at the 35. So Boaz will start there on this first drive of the third quarter, a drive that Boaz needs to make count because Brewer is still in this game, obviously down just 10 points. And Boaz has really outplayed them for the entire game. But the defensive touchdown and the drive at the end of the half have kept them in the game. And here are the Pirates with Tristan Childers lined up in the pistol behind Tyler Pierce from the 35-yard line. Childers is going to get the handoff, running off the right side, 40-45, got his first down at midfield. And just now down on the play as he is tackled at the 49-yard line by Knighton. And a nice first down grab or a pickup there for Boaz. They'll put it right at midfield at the 50. Brewer trying to get set defensively. Here's Alexander in motion, and here's another handoff to Childers, this time off the left side, running away from a couple of defenders. And he will go for another 8 yards here into the Brewer 42. Clay Clemens on the tackle for the Patriots. But just what the doctor ordered for Boaz here.
2 good runs to start the drive.
And wasting no time, they're already up to the firing line to run this 2nd down and 2 play. Alexander in motion left to right. Childers will get the fake this time. They will pass it to Landon Alexander. He catches it at about the 39 Boy, he got a bad spot there. Looked like he caught it at about the 40 and then was driven backwards. Knighton on the stop. So Boaz will need a yard here on third down. 3rd and 1 from the Brewer 41. Stack the receivers to the left. Childers will get the handoff running to the left, and he sidesteps a couple of men, got his first down and a lot more. Inside the 35 he'll go, and spinning forward to the 31 where he's finally tackled by C.J. Watson. Boaz is running really, really fast on this drive.
Another 10-yard pickup.
And here is Childers again getting the handoff on a penalty play. Broke away. Childers broke away. He's going to score. Touchdown, Boaz. But I think this one is coming back.
I don't think Boaz was set.
And this is going to nullify another touchdown by Tristan Childers. He's had 3 tremendous runs tonight, nullified by penalty.
And that was illegal motion. Boaz just didn't get set. I think I saw Coach Sullivan, telling Tyler, you got to wait till they get set. I know you want to go fast, but got to let them get set.
So that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Man, that was a great run by Childers.
It was a good run. Broke a couple of tackles.
He'll come off the field and get a rest. Presley Fant checks into the game. He'll line up in the pistol. They'll stack the receivers to the right on this 1st and 15 from the 36. Fant will get the handoff, ran past one man, but can't get away from a second as Cole Drinkard had him around the ankles. So we'll call that no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 15. Bennett wide left, Hudgens to the right, Fan in the backfield. Here's Pierce putting Hudgens in motion. And there's Fant getting the handoff, carrying a couple of men with him for about 3 yards, and that's it. Correa making the tackle. So Boaz is in 3rd and long here after scoring a touchdown that was nullified on an motion penalty. So 3rd down and 11 from the 32.
Got single coverage out there on Sage Bennett.
And Boaz went with a hard count. I think Brewer got in there defensively on the for a penalty. And it will cost the Patriots 5 yards. Fant comes out. Childers is back in. So is Alexander.
3rd and 6 now makes this 3rd down a little bit more manageable.
Gaither checks in. I believe that actually Sullivan in there is the blocking back. Pierce is going to load up and throw, though, and is caught by Alexander. Really nice catch around his knees. And he's got the first down, I believe, up to about the 20. Or the 21, which is where he needed to get. And it'll be a first down for the Pirates at the 21. Childers in the pistol. He deserves another carry, doesn't he? And there's movement by Boaz early. The left side of the offensive line came up out of their stance, and that's going to cost the Pirates 5 yards. I believe Boaz has Dawson Roden in at left guard, and he was the one, I think, that came up out of his stance.
It's happened a few times tonight where Boaz has gotten an offensive penalty to get behind the sticks. That's the 5th penalty, 35 yards, but not the first one of that kind.
1st and 15. Here's a handoff to Tristan Childers. He's trying to get outside. He won't. He's dropped for a big loss. And he thought he got horse-collared there, but no flag. Walker Latham making the tackle. He said he had a hold of his face mask. And Childers is very upset. There is a flag on the play. It's lying on the numbers over on the far side. And I'm not sure what this is going to be. It is a face mask against the Patriots. That should have been marked from the previous spot, though, right? Not from where he was tackled.
What I thought.
So it's first down. Not first down, is it?
Yeah, it was 1st and 15, so they'll replay the down. I think the officials coming in and talking.
I think I think they're supposed to mark it from the previous spot if it's a face mask behind the line. I could be wrong about that. They're going to put it down at the 26.
No, now they're moving forward.
Yeah, there they go. They'll put it at the 21. So they did mark it from the previous spot. So it'll be 1st and 10 Boaz at the 21. So Boaz gets back the penalty yardage that they lost on the false start, and then they will shove this one out to Childers. Ran by a couple of men, 20, 15, still on his feet. Inside the 10, broke a tackle down to the 8-yard line. A first down run by Tristan Childers. We've seen him run like that all night, and he continues to pile up the yardage.
Down to the, looking at the 8-yard line.
Put it on the 8, 1st and goal Pirates. Here's Pierce, handing off to Childers. No, Pierce will keep, wide open to the end zone. Touchdown, Boaz! Tyler Pierce, his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. And the Pirates take the opening drive, the length of the field, and will put it in the end zone for the touchdown.
Great drive. 9 plays, 65 yards in just a little over 4 minutes.
Coach Sullivan is telling Tristan Childers on the sideline, I'm going to get you one, son. Here's Oregon's kick. Not much on that one, but he got it up and over. And with 7:55 to play in the third quarter, it's Boaz 31 and Brewer 14. This is the Boaz Network.
Save big, sell bigger. Now list your home for 2% with RE/MAX Guntersville and RE/MAX Heritage in Arab as they've embraced the new changes in real estate. Call the number on the screen to talk with an agent to find out how you can now keep more of what's yours by listing your home for 2%. Discover the difference with RE/MAX, one of the most trusted names in real estate, where you know you're always getting quality service. Make that call today to start your 2% listing where you'll keep more of what's yours and save big, sell bigger.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
This is Julie Battles for Twilight Monument Company. It's hard to lose someone you love, and at Twilight Monument Company, they want to help give your loved one a nice memorial that you can enjoy for generations. Come see my papa, Jerry Battles, at Twilight Monument Company, 256-593-7792.
Boaz Pirates leading now 31-14 after an opening drive touchdown. Tyler Pierce taking it in from 8 yards away on the quarterback keeper to the right. And Jose Arguin is going to kick off to Brewer, who will have it for their first possession of the second half. They got most of that done on the ground, Ricky, that drive.
Yeah, that was just a couple of passes on it. Number 6 Moody leads, number 7 leads 31-7 at the half. That is our cross region.
So here's Jose to kick off. Kicking this one deep. Latham is going to have a return, though, from about the 2-yard line. 15, 20, 25, and will be tackled at the 26. It was Braden Bennett who made the tackle. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line for the Patriots. And what Boaz would like to see is how the defense played most of that first half, not what they did on that last drive of the first half.
Yeah, because, Brewer, they had to throw the ball then, and they were getting some dunk passes. And, the touchdown that they had was kind of a broken play, missed assignment in the secondary.
Kason Oden, the senior quarterback, in the shotgun, will have two receivers to either side here on this first down play from the 26-yard line. He'll have a man in the backfield on his hip. Play clock down to 3. He's going to have to hurry. There's motion. 2 men moving at the snap. And here is a flag on the play. They hand off to Latham, the running back. But this one is going to come back because they had a couple of men moving.
Yeah, they were confused from the get-go, and then the clock was running down, and they had to snap it, and it resulted in a illegal procedure penalty.
So 5 yards will be registered against the Patriots back to the 21, and they'll be 1st and 15. Winner of this game's playoff hopes continue. Actually, Boaz would clinch a playoff berth with a win tonight. Brewer would be eliminated with a loss. Here's Odin putting a man in motion. There was movement on the offensive line, and they're going to blow this one dead. About 3 or 4 Boaz defenders were pointing at the left guard, saying he moved early, and it took a little while for the flag to come out. But this is going to be 5 more yards coming off against Brewer. And now the ball, Ricky, is back to the 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 20.
Yeah, it almost like the Boaz defense figured that out, and it took a while, as you said. But 1st and 20 from back at the 16, they're putting themselves in deeper hole.
2 pre-snap penalties against the Patriots here to start this drive. Here's motion by Ballinger, and they're going to throw a swing pass out to him, and he is going to cross the 20 and will be spun down at about the 22. Demir Martinez making the tackle for the Pirates. So a gain of about 7 there, 2nd down and 3.
13.
13. Ballinger has definitely been their most dangerous weapon from the receiver spot.
Yeah, 5 catches for 69 yards.
So he'll come out to the right with 2 other men, and now Ballinger is going to be put in motion right to left. Here is Odin looking. He is completing it out of the back, or out to Latham, spun out of a tackle, goes forward across the 30 to about the 33 or 34, where Jaden Durden hustles over to put him down. But this is going to make it 3rd and short at the...
There's a penalty flag on the play.
Yes, I believe you're right. And this one is coming back, Ricky. I did not see the call from the referee. Here it is. It's a procedure, and it had to have been an illegal formation because they did let the play go. And so it'll be marked back to the 18-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 17. That's a break for the Pirates.
It is, because they were going to be facing 3rd and short.
Must not have had enough men in the backfield. All right, here's Odin looking to throw. Plenty of time, going to shoot it downfield. That one is going to be intercepted by Elijah Kelly, his 2nd pick of the night, and that is a record tire for my man Elijah Kelly. He now ties Corbin Pitts with 11 interceptions on his career. That is tied for the all-time Boaz record.
Yeah, and you could see that. I mean, the quarterback just threw it up. Elijah was really the only one there in position to catch it.
The question was whether he was going to drop it or not, right? Yeah. He was sure-handed, and he made the pick. And here's Boaz in good field position at their own 46-yard line. Brewer still trying to get men on the field defensively, and the Pirates are ready to go. Pierce has Childers lined up to his right. He's going to hand off to Tristan. Tristan running right up the middle across midfield and into about the 46-yard line. Looked like the ball might have come loose there, but he was down as Jesus Gonzalez made the stop.
A good 8-yard gain there to the Brewer 46.
Childers on the season has run for over 100 yards in 4 of the 6 games.
He's at 92 now.
2nd down. Here he gets the call. Jump cut. He gets that outside to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. He's at the 15 to the 10. Pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A nice run off the left side for Childers, and he does indeed.
He is over 100 now.
Yes, and a whole lot more. And look, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets it right back in his gut right here. He's had a couple of touchdowns called back on penalties by other players. And Childers will line up with the ball on the left hash and on the 8-yard line, 1st and goal for the Pirates.
That was a 38-yard run.
He's going to hand it to Childers. Childers running off the left side, runs into some interference there, and will be knocked down after a gain of only a yard. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 7. 5:05 to play in the 3rd. Clock moving here. Boaz leading 31-14, trying to add more. Bunt set will come to the left side. That's the short side of the field. In fact, the entire formation is over there, including Childers, who's lined up to the left hip. They'll hand off. No, Pierce will keep. Still on his feet. Spins to the 1 yard line, and he'll be tackled there. And it'll be 3rd and goal for the Pirates at the 1. Actually, they put it, Ricky, down at the 2 yard line. So 3rd and goal from the 2. Boaz is going to bring in Gaither. They're going to bring in Fant. And Ja'Kai Hudgens is going to be the only man flanked out to the right. I think I know where this one's going. Here's Pierce. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it to Childers by running behind Fant. Childers is in. Touchdown, Boaz. There are no flags. Childers gets in there for his first touchdown of the night and his 9th of the season.
133 yards on 20 carries for Tristan.
And he has made some beautiful runs tonight, has Tristan Childers.
Some that counted and a couple that didn't.
Exactly. And here is Arreguin for the extra point as Boaz has outscored Brewer here in the second half with this kick, which is good. Now 14-0, and the Pirates lead this one 38-14. We'll be back after these words on the Boaz.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
Established in 1946, Kirkpatrick Concrete has a tradition of top quality products and service. They now have 11 North Alabama locations to meet this area's demand for quality ready-mix concrete. For your next project, your friends at Kirkpatrick Concrete are just down the road.
At the Driving Factor, we know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Whether you're heading to work,
headed to play, or taking the grandkids to the beach.
Are we there yet?
At the Driving Factor, every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy, from the application process, the approval, or to the payments, either online or in store. At the Driving Factor, we're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Boaz, Ricky, has taken their 2 drives here in this quarter and cashed them in for touchdowns.
Yeah, that one was 5 plays, 54 yards, and a minute 49. We said when they came out to take the opening kickoff in the second half, they needed to take it down and score. They did. They got a stop and a punt, and was able to put another one on. Now, just defense. Just keep doing what you did for the most part, except for that one long scoring drive from Brewer at the end of the first half. Defense has played outstanding. Gotten 2 turnovers, both by Elijah Kelly.
And here's Jose Arreguin to kick it off to the Patriots. He's actually allowed them to return a few here tonight. This one's going into the end zone, though, so it'll be a touchback. And the Patriots will have it at the 20. It'll be 1st and 10.
That's got to have taken a little bit of wind out of their sails because, they went in, they got the drive toward the end of the first half. To cut it to 24-14, so they had a little bit of excitement, a little bit of momentum. But, Boaz, 2 good drives and then the defensive stop to start this third quarter. And now Brewer, you'll see if they've thrown it a lot in that last drive. Let's see if they, show a little bit of sense of urgency and start putting it in the air more.
1st and 10 from the 20 for the Patriots. Here's Oden 2 men wide left, 1 to the right. They're actually going to hand off here to Watson, who's in the backfield, and he's not going very far. Boaz defenses that one very well. Looked like Scoggins was there, and Durden for the hit. And Braden Bennett also, so gang tackle there by the Pirates after a gain of, they'll give him 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 22. 3:45 remaining in the third, clock ticking. Oden takes the snap. He's going to fake. He's going to pass it out to Ballinger. He is upended. It's incomplete. Boaz is going to run it back, but they're going to say it was incomplete. That was Elijah Kelly who came up and made the hit. Ballinger didn't want any of that, Ricky. That was actually Demir Martinez, let me correct myself, who came up and upended Ballinger.
Yeah, he got there about the time the ball did and just knocked it loose. Good play by Demir. Now 3rd down and 8.
And Ballinger wound up upside down.
He did. Into 3rd at Douglas. Sardis leads Douglas 12-0.
3rd down and 8 for the Patriots here. Watson's in the backfield with Oden. They badly need to convert here. Oden's going to pass it. That one's tipped up in the air and incomplete at the line of scrimmage. I think Presley Fant was the one who got in there and got his hands on the ball as he was rushing the quarterback. And that is going to force a 4th down punt from the Patriots. So just as you have described earlier, the Boaz defense very good on that drive.
Got another 3 and out, and Boaz should get decent field position after this punt, close to midfield.
Knighton is going to kick this one. This was a good tight spiral. It's going to turn over for him. Kelly's going to take it. Kelly to the 40-45, and they will swarm him under finally at about the 48-yard line, and you nailed it. Boaz is getting good field position. It was number 11, Drinkard, who made the tackle on Elijah Kelly, but the Pirates will have it 1st and 10 at their own 48 with 3:14, and then they can punch it in here, Ricky. The game's already almost out of hand. This would really end it if they could salt it away here.
Yeah.
As the offense comes back out.
And Boaz done a good job rushing the ball. Tyler Pierce, 10 of 14 for 105 yards. So he's done a good job throwing the ball, but they've had a good night on the ground, 224 total rushing yards.
Here is a handoff to Tristan Childers running to the left, made a nice cut up to the Brewer 45, another 7 yards for Tristan Childers. Correa on the tackle. And it's 2nd down and 3 from the Brewer 45 here. Same formation. Pistol for Childers. This time Pierce is going to back up. He's going to fake a pass. He's going to throw it deep. Looking deep for Bennett. Bennett made an over-the-shoulder catch. Oh, now they'll say incomplete. They'll say it hit the ground as he was coming down. But what an effort by Sage Bennett. Now, Boaz fans disagree with the ruling by the back judge, but he was right on top of it.
That might be one of those, if it was college or pro, you'd look at it.
So it'll be 3rd down and 3 for Boaz from the 45. The Pirates had already made their way down the field. They thought it was a completed catch. And they look a little bit confused offensively. Now they're set. Brewer showing blitz. They're going to hand off to Childers. He got through the initial containment, still on his feet. He will not go down easily as he is down to the 35-yard line for another Boaz 1st down.
Good tough running by Tristan Childers, especially in this second half, in this 3rd quarter. A 10-yard run there. He now with 150 yards on 22 carries.
Oden making the tackle for Brewer. Here's Pierce. Pierce is going to hand off to Childers. No, Pierce is going to keep, and he's going to throw it deep. He's got a man, and on a penalty play, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Boaz! Landon Alexander. And there is a flag, and this is going to be an ineligible receiver downfield. And Landon can't believe it.
Well, I don't know. It looked like maybe they wanted to run the ball. Maybe that was a designed pass. But
looked like an RPO.
RPO, but had a lineman that just he knew just got a little bit too far downfield on that pass. And
boy, a burst of speed that Alexander showed there after he caught the ball. 1st and 15 now for the Pirates. Here's Tyler. He wants to throw. They're going to set it up. This one is to Hudgens on the bubble screen. Hudgens to the 30. Hudgens to the 25, 20. They're not catching Ja'Kai Hudgens either. Touchdown, Boaz. Alexander says, I can't believe it. 156, and Boaz cashes in a touchdown pass. Hudgens has his second touchdown catch of the night. And that does indeed break the all-time record, Ricky. He is the all-time leader in touchdown receptions, passing Taylor Smith. Jose Arguin to attempt the point after. And his kick is up, and it is good. And the Pirates have scored 21 points here in the third quarter, and they lead it by 31. 45-14 with still a minute 56 to go here in the third quarter. This is the Boaz Network.
Hey folks, Mark Brickey, Sand Mountain Toyota. There's a lot to consider when buying a truck. Towing capacity, cab space, gas mileage, resale value. When you're talking with your salesman, is he willing to sit behind the wheel of the same kind of truck he claims to stand behind? Here at Sand Mountain Toyota, we buy what we sell. Not only do we stand behind our trucks, we put our own money and trust in Toyota trucks, just like you. Come by and check out our huge selection of popular Toyota trucks. Sand Mountain Toyota, we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Some days, you've got big things to care about. Like that. And that. Luckily, the Whirlpool Smart Range automatically updates itself with features like Air Fry. So you can worry less about keeping up with the latest tech and care more about keeping up with the latest trends. Say cheese. Everyday care, Whirlpool.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bonds Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh. Quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Ricky just pointed out that touchdown catch by Ja'Kai Hudgens puts him at 9 on the year, which ties him for third most in a single season with Chad Moore, the late Chad Moore, who did that in 1998. Taylor Smith and Stuart Johnson hold the single season touchdown reception record at 10. So Ja'Kai just needs one more to tie that. And he'll be off to the races. Boaz still with 3 games to go in the regular season. And a possible fourth game. If things continue this way, it will definitely be a fourth game. Here's Jose Arguin set to kick. Boaz leading it now 45-14. And this one's going into the end zone. Ricky, we want to give a call to Tim Gandhi Sims, who has sat in the booth just down the way from us many, many times, keeping the clock at area football games, but certainly here at Corley Stadium. And Tim passed away yesterday, so we want to send along our condolences to all his family and friends. A minute 56 here. It's 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Brewer Patriots. The Pirates trying to get into the playoffs with a win, and right now they're in command.
They are, and the defense has played well all phases of the game in this second half especially.
Temperature has begun to dip here. Here is a handoff to the running back, Latham, I believe. And he's going forward for a big carry and a first down all the way out to the 45-yard line before he's finally taken down.
Just took the handoff off that left end over there and took off. Nobody out there to contain him and picked up 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45 as the temperature is down to 59 degrees here. Here's Latham again getting the handoff. This kind of looks like their first drive of the game when they handed it off to him, and he got good yardage. And this time he gets another 10 yards or close to it. They'll say he stepped out of bounds over on the far sideline at about the Boaz 47, so they need a couple of yards here on 2nd down. So they're going with the legs of the senior Walker Latham on this drive, and he's making it pay off. Here's Oden. He'll hand it off again to Latham, running this time to the right, and he is submarined that time, but he does have the first down as he gets inside the Pirate 45 to the 44. So a pickup of 3, and that will move the chains. Wade Dobbins making the tackle. So the Patriots will have it. Watson in the backfield now as Latham will come out of the game for a rest. Watson lined up to the right of Oden, and they're going to hand off to him. And Watson made a nice move, got free, still on his feet to the 30, 25, to the 20, and pushed out of bounds over there on the Brewer sideline, but a first down. Watson's a little bit faster than Latham. He is the one, if you'll recall, Ricky, that picked up the fumble and ran it in for a touchdown in the first half.
Yeah, and that was a quick burst over that left side, and he's up inside the red zone to the 19.
So here they are again. He'll get the handoff again. Watson will get the carry, and he goes to about the 15-yard line, or for about 4 yards. Gonzalo Pacheco grabbed him around the waist and put him down, but not before he got 4 more yards. It's 2nd and 6. Brewer threatening in the red zone here. And here is a give to Watson. There's some confusion between Oden and Watson. I think Watson finally got the ball out of Oden's hands and ran forward. Boaz was all over that, but they were not able to drop him behind the line. As Watson grabbed it, he basically ripped it out of Oden's hands and got a yard. It'll be 3rd and 5, and the third quarter has come to a close here. Boaz leading at 45-14 as we go to the third quarter break. This is the Boaz Network.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve. Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more, from large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Remax Gunnersville is a proud supporter of the Gunnersville City Schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at Remax Gunnersville, 256-582-5585.
If your parents and grandparents owned a Ford, odds are they bought theirs at Alexander Ford in Boaz. For over 50 years, Alexander Ford has been known as the Ford store in North Alabama. With some of the same faces you've grown to know and trust, we celebrate our past and are excited about our future. We still do business like we always have without hidden fees and high pressure. You can put your trust in us, just like your parents and grandparents did. Alexander Ford, your family Ford store.
We welcome you back to the Family Savings Credit Union broadcast booth. Boaz leading 45-14 as we start the fourth quarter. The Brewer Patriots mounting a big threat here. They are 3rd and 5 inside the Boaz 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's Seth Oden. He takes a snap. He's going to fake. No, he's going to hand off to Latham, who has checked back into the game. And he is going close to the first down. Where will they mark it? If they get to the 10, that's a first down.
It looks like they're about a yard short.
And it looks like somebody is shaken up on the play. And it's a Boaz defender. And I can't tell who it is.
They're going to spot it at the 10, so they're going to need about a yard.
I can't tell who the Boaz player is that's down on the field. Boaz has been pretty free from injury this season, but they have a man down here. Amber Watford, the Boaz trainer, is out there. So is Coach Brad Waldrop, and Coach Sullivan is going out there as well. But it is very quiet in the stadium as he is being attended to, and they're going to get him up, I believe. And I think he's going to be okay. Who is that, Bennett? Noah Ford coming off the field, a little shaken up, but he's walking off under his own power, and he'll come to the attention of Amber Watford on the sideline. Ricky, the ball is at the 10. They got to get to the 9, am I right?
Yes.
So a yard short. It's 4th and 1. So Boaz has got to be ready here.
This is the first 4th down attempt of the night for Brewer.
And they have a new man in the backfield. It's Cole Drinkard, and he's going to be taking the snap here. And he is going to take it and run right, and he is hit at about the line of scrimmage, but he's taking men with him all the way down to about the 3-yard line. What a nice run by Drinkard, the freshman, 6 feet 165. They hit him right there at the 10, but he was very determined to get down inside the 5 to the 3-yard line where it's 1st and goal for the Patriots. Demir Martinez finally getting him on the ground, but that was not easy.
No, that was a good run by that quarterback Drinkard, freshman.
And he is going to take this snap as well. He'll stay in the game. And he is going to run to the right on the keeper. And Boaz trying to keep him out of the end zone, and they won't. Drinkard he is down before he gets to the goal line. He's very close, though. They'll mark him just short of the goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal. This is the first time we've seen this formation by them as Logan Scoggins made the tackle. But
and it looks like this is probably Drinkard's, what he does. I mean, he's a runner, and that's what they're doing in this formation. And I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't keep it again.
They'll line up in the very same formation with 2 blocking backs to the right. And Drinkard is going to run it that way. And he is going to jet his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Brewer on the board again with their first points here in the second half.
A 10-play, 80-yard drive after the Boaz touchdown in 3 minutes and 46 seconds.
So Drinkard will now hold for Ronnie Miguel for the extra point. He's 2 out of 2 tonight. Gets that one down, and the kick is up. And it is no good. I think it may have sailed out to the right. So with 10:10 to go, it is now Boaz 45 and Brewer 20. This is the Boaz Network.
Save big, sell bigger. Now list your home for 2% with RE/MAX Guntersville and RE/MAX Heritage in Arab as they've embraced the new changes in real estate. Call the number on the screen to talk with an agent to find out how you can now keep more of what's yours by listing your home for 2%. Discover the difference with RE/MAX, one of the most trusted names in real estate, where you know you're always getting quality service. Make that call today to start your 2% listing where you'll keep more of what's yours and save big, sell bigger.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal
is your success?
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
This is Julie Battles for Twilight Monument Company. It's hard to lose someone you love, and at Twilight Monument Company, they want to help give your loved one a nice memorial that you can enjoy for generations. Come see my papa, Jerry Battles, at Twilight Monument Company, 256-593-7792.
That was arguably the most impressive drive of the night by Brewer. They were able to mix things up there and take it for 80 yards for the touchdown.
They were, and Drinkard come in for the last 3 plays, and 3 plays and scored 10 yards and 45-20. Boaz looks to get the ball back, and I'm sure they would love to just keep it on the ground and run some of this clock out, maybe get another touchdown. Final, Gunnersville beat Scottsboro 34-7. So they put up some points in the second half after being up only 10-0 at the half.
And the Gunnersville Wildcats will be coming in here next week as the Pirates will try to upset the Wildcats. Still 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go here, though, with the Pirates leading by 25. And here is Miguel to kick off. And he's going to kick a squibber that is going to be covered right there on the front line. Nicely done by Boaz's number 22, Cooper Horton.
I don't know that it was a full-fledged onside kick, but that's what it turned out to be.
And Cooper was wise to it for sure. So the Pirates will get it at their own 48. So they'll be able to get good field position here as Pierce comes out of the sideline huddle with Presley Fan as his running back. He'll put trips out to the right. And here is Pierce. They're going to throw a screen to Sage Bennett. Bennett got a step. He's to the 50 and will be slung out of bounds down at the 48, and a flag is thrown at the point of the tackle. It was Kason Oden who made the tackle, and he gets up a little gimpy. And this is going to be, I guess, unnecessary roughness on Brewer, as Sage Bennett was kind of slung out of bounds, maybe. Nevertheless, Boaz will take the yardage up to the 33, and it'll be first down and 10 from there. Coach Plunkett all over the linesman on the far side. He's the official that's furthest away than anybody, so not sure what he can explain there.
He's the one catching the wrath.
Yep. All right, here are the Pirates, first and 10 from the 33. And here is Pierce. They're going to fake. They're going to throw it long, trying to get it to Alexander. Overthrown at the goal line. Pierce trying to get Alexander that touchdown. He got called back. And it's incomplete. Just out of his reach, Ricky. And he had a step. They faked the screen that time and then went long.
Yes. And Landon had a step, but just a little overthrown.
Fan in the backfield. 3 men wide left. Here's Pierce. They're going to hand off to Presley Fant. Running to the right. Tried to stiff arm a man, but couldn't get free from him. And that was Drinkard who came up to tackle him. And they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 10 for Boaz at the 33. Leading 45-20 with 9:35 remaining. Bennett and Alexander are going wide left, and Patterson out wide right. Fant will motion out of the backfield. They're going to throw to Fant out of the backfield. Got as close to the first down as he gets inside the 25. He needed the 23. They're going to mark him, I think, at the 24. Alexander's going to hustle out. Mason Gaither's going to get back in there on this 4th down play. It's 4th and 1 for the Pirates at the 24. And the Boaz is huddling up here. Don't see that often, and here is Pierce going under center. And they're going to presumably run the sneak. They do. Fant pushes him forward. Pierce still on his feet, down inside the 10. He broke free on the quarterback sneak, and Brewer didn't get him down until Clay Clemens wrestled him down as he broke away from behind, and there is a flag on the play. A flag behind the point of the tackle. And
down
let's see.
Marker's already moved.
The chains have not. And another flag thrown after the play on somebody from Boaz, I think. And let's see what they sort all this out. There's a flag.
There's 3 on the field.
Yeah, I think 2 of them represent one foul. The other one represents another foul. I think Boaz is going to wind up getting an unsportsmanlike on this after the play. So we may have a penalty on Brewer, maybe, and then a dead ball because the officials are talking to Coach Sullivan. So they got to sort it all out. The ball went down to the 8-yard line. Pierce on the keeper, on the sneak, which would be a 1st and goal. But a lot of discussion on how they're going to enforce these 2 fouls. $8:37 to play. Boaz is backing up. They know one of them at least is on them. And the officials are still meeting.
We've seen a lot of officials meetings the last 2 weeks.
We have. And now they're all riding. So here comes the referee to give us the signal from down there on the field. Dead ball personal foul against Boaz and a personal foul against Boaz. So a pair of personal fouls.
What was the first one?
If one of them is during the play, that will nullify the gain, and then Boaz will be backed up 15 more.
But then you're going to have to go back to the 24 where the original line of scrimmage was.
And it was 4th down, remember.
It was 4th down, right.
So the officials have come over to talk to Coach Sullivan. And they're bringing the football now back. And they're enforcing the penalties. Coach Sullivan is going to send Jason Duke into the game. And I think Boaz is going to take a timeout here because I think Coach Sullivan is going to talk to the team. They have 1st and 10 at the 38, if that's correct. And we're going to take a timeout with them at 8:37 to go. 45-20, Boaz leads it. This is the Boaz Network.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
Established in 1946, Kirkpatrick Concrete has a tradition of top quality products and service. They now have 11 North Alabama locations to meet this area's demand for quality ready-mix concrete. For your next project, your friends at Kirkpatrick Concrete are just down the road.
At the Driving Factor, we know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Whether you're heading to work,
headed to play, or taking the grandkids to the beach.
Are we there yet?
At the Driving Factor, every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy, from the application process, the approval, or to the payments, either online or in store. At the Driving Factor, we're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
What we think has just happened is that they counted the play for Boaz and then enforced 30 yards in penalties against Boaz back to the 33-yard line, we think.
Yes. And then another.
Well, that would just be 25 yards in penalties, or would it?
Well, from the 8 to the 38, that's 30 yards, and that's the 2 personal fouls, 2 15s.
Okay. So Boaz called timeout to talk it over. But it is 1st and 10 from the 38, apparently. Still doing a lot of riding here. Remember, Brewer had a player ejected in the first half. And they break out of the huddle, and Pierce will have them up there 1st and 10 at the Brewer 38 with 8:37 to play. Ball's on the left hash. So 1st and 10 at the 38. Pierce has Fant in the backfield with him. And they're going to send Alexander into the game late. I'm not sure he even knows what the play is, but he'll adjust. He'll be out there to the left with the other receivers. And here's a handoff to Fant. Fant trying to pick his way forward, trying to break out of a tackle. They'll mark his forward progress, I think, up to the 35, where Latham was the first man to hit him. So a gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7. I think Ja'Kai Hudgens and Tristan Childers may be done for the night. They are relaxing over on the sideline, up by 25 points with 8 minutes to go.
If that's the case, Tristan Childers ended the night, 22 carries, 150 yards. Ja'Kai, 5 receptions for 108 yards.
Pierce is going to throw a swing pass to Fant. Fant trying to run ahead. He does. 30, 25. Still on his feet down to the 20-yard line where he's run out of bounds by Ballinger, I believe. No, that was Knighton who took him out of bounds. But a first down for the Pirates at the 20.
And that would be the second consecutive 100-yard receiving game for Ja'Kai Hudgens.
So 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Pirates. Bennett, Alexander, Sullivan go wide left. Patterson out here on the numbers to the right. And a timeout is going to be taken by Brewer, I believe. Timeout Brewer with 7:52 remaining. And Boaz 1st and 10 at the 20. This is the Boaz Network.
Hey folks, Mark Bricky, Sand Mountain Toyota. There's a lot to consider when buying a truck. Towing capacity, cab space, gas mileage, resale value. When you're talking with your salesman, is he willing to sit behind the wheel of the same kind of truck he claims to stand behind? Here at Sand Mountain Toyota, we buy what we sell. Not only do we stand behind our trucks, we put our own money and trust in Toyota trucks, just like you. Come by and check out our huge selection of popular Toyota trucks. Sand Mountain Toyota, we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Some days, you've got big things to care about. Like that. And that. Luckily, the Whirlpool Smart Range automatically updates itself with features like Air Fry. So you can worry less about keeping up with the latest tech and care more about keeping up with the latest trends. Say cheese. Everyday care, Whirlpool.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh. Quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
We're in the Family Savings Credit Union broadcast booth. Patrick Williams, Ricky Smith, Troy Rogers, and Bubba Riddle as the Boaz Pirates lead this Class 5A Region 8 game 45-20 with 7:52 remaining. The Pirates are on the 20-yard line going in here, 1st and 10. Brewer calling their first time out of the second half. And Boaz sending the offense back out there. Israel Frasco has moved over to right tackle. And the Pirates have a new left tackle in. I think that may be Roden. Here is a step by Fant. He broke away. Fant scores. A 20-yard touchdown run for Presley Fant. His third rushing touchdown of the night.
And that was a great sidestep and rushed it for 20 yards.
The Pirates have put 51 on the board tonight with 52 to come here by Jose Arguin. Pierce will hold. Bennett will snap. And the kick is in the air, and it is good. 7:45 remaining. Boaz 52, Brewer 20. This is the Boaz Network. Boaz scoring a touchdown here in the fourth quarter and now lead 52-20.
8 plays, 52 yards, 2 minutes and 25 seconds after getting the kind of, what if you call it, an onside kick.
The Sardis Lions got their first region win of the year as they defeated Douglas tonight, 20-0. Sardis will be in a non-region game next week as they travel to Fairview. That'll be a tall order against the Aggies.
Yeah, Douglas travels to Brewer next week. And then Douglas still has Gunnersville left to play.
And here is Jose Arguin to kick off. This is the largest lead of the night for the Pirates, 32 points. And the kick is in the air. The kick is over the head of Walker Latham and into the end zone for the touchback, and the Brewer Patriots will start at the 20. So we may see some backups in the game now for the Pirates. I see Fernando Ruiz in the game on the defensive line.
Tamir and O'Rourke are still in there. Jaden and O'Rourke are still in there.
So it is 1st and 10 at the 20. For the Patriots. And they're going to hand off. They're going to shovel it off to the running back, and he's not going anywhere. That was a nice job by Boaz gang tackling him. That was Latham who got the handoff or the pitch, and Wade Dobbins was the first man there to hit him.
They give him a yard, but I thought it got him behind the line of
Yeah,
scrimmage.
it looked like it, didn't it? Jaden Durden is going to check out. I see Jackson Taylor in on the defensive line for the Pirates. Here is Odin. He's going to hand off to Latham, running to the right. Broke one tackle, broke another tackle, still on his feet. Close to the first down, and I think he falls forward for the first down across the 30. Good run by Latham. He's got to be approaching 100 yards on the night.
Yeah, that is close. Give me just a second. Oh, that is right at 100 for Latham. 13 carries, 100 yards.
Now C.J. Watson in the backfield. Odin in the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 31. And he's going to hand off to Watson, cut it back to the middle, and got about a yard before he's pushed back. Mason Gaither there for the stop. As Wade Dobbins is going to come out, Slater Waldrop is going to check into the secondary. Waldrop has an interception this season. It's good to see Ford back in the game, Ricky, after being shaken up on the last defensive possession. 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff. Hit in the backfield is Latham. He spins forward, but a good hit there coming into the backfield.
I couldn't tell who it was.
Trying to see that number for the Pirates. I believe it's number 22, Cooper Horton, who made that hit. Or it may have been Dhruv Patel. I think it was either him or Horton who made the stop. So a yard gain, 3rd and 8. Odin's going to load up and wants to throw, looking way down the field, and it is overthrown and incomplete. Boaz had double coverage on the intended receiver, Drinkard. And that'll make it 4th and 8. And I'm assuming the Patriots will punt here. And we've probably seen all we're going to see of Tyler Pierce tonight, so we might get a little work for Will McCamey.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, like number 7, Knighton's in to punt. Boaz not putting anybody back deep.
And no rush to speak of. Knighton gets it away. It's going to take a good Brewer bounce, a big Brewer bounce inside the 20, inside the 15. That was a good roll for them. And they'll put it down at the 13-yard line. That's where Boaz will start on this possession. And it looks like we will have some new players in the game for the Pirates. I see J.D. Smith in there. I see Jackson Taylor there on offense. Hagen Dodd. I don't think Hagen's. I think somebody else may be wearing 18. I don't know. It could be Hagen. It is Hagen. He's got that cast on his left hand. Good to see him, and that's his first action of the year. He's been injured all year long. But Will McCamey's at quarterback, 5'10", 150-pound sophomore. He's going to hand off to the running back. I couldn't tell who took the carry there, Ricky. As they unpile, Isaiah Shackelford was the man who made the tackle. But I couldn't tell who carried it for the Pirates. Could you?
I could not.
It was actually Jesus Gonzalez who made the tackle.
And I'm going to put that down as a team rush until we figure out who it is. No gain on the play.
Whoever it is in the backfield, and I think McCamey's going to carry this one. See here. The running back, Ricky, was 26, Port Watford.
Okay.
So Watford got the handoff on the previous play, and McCamey's going to keep it and run to the right up to the 15-yard line. So Boaz will need 8 yards here on 3rd down as the clock is at 4:15 and ticking. McCamey on the year, 1 out of 4 passing. He does have 4 carries for 32 yards coming in and a touchdown. He made a big 37-yard touchdown run against Albertville earlier in the year. 3rd and 8. McCamey's going to hand off to Watford. Watford looking up the middle, trying to find some room. Gets across the 15 to about the 17-yard line, so he'll get a couple, and that will force a 4th down for the Pirates. Coach Sullivan's going to send McCamey back into the game here. Can't imagine they'll go for it, but they may try to get him to jump. Here's McCamey. Got a hard count. Got Watson to jump, but he didn't get into the neutral zone.
I believe Coach Sullivan's going to run the clock down and call timeout.
All right, timeout Boaz with 3:09, 3:08. Good job by the clock operator there. Boaz leading at 52-20. We're coming back on the Boaz Network.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.
On this side, he'll actually be a flanker. 4-step drop from the left-handed quarterback. Now he's going to run it. Tucks it down. He'll be shy of the first down as he is nailed at the 21-yard line. High formation in the backfield. Thomas turns, a little slide handoff, and here's that big tailback, Josh Walker, breaking into the clear at midfield. He's at the 40, at the 30. He is inside Knight territory. Thomas under center, quick count, not a good snap. He's going to go on the option play. Bennett juggles the ball, but he will score to the right side. A 5-yard gallop by Brad Bennett. A Boaz leading 6-0 with that 67-yard drive, culminating on a 5-yard run by Brad Bennett. Up man taking the ball at the 15, carrying it back up the field across to the 20-yard line, and he will be nailed at that point, the white-clad Boaz Pirates. Here's the snap from center. Ball is on the ground. Fumble, and Boaz is going to pick it up. Still back is Josh McWhorter. They turn. They run the pitch play to McWhorter. He'll run the left side. Now he'll cut back against the grain at the 30, but he'll be met by a host of white jerseys. The quarterback is Thomas. He has an eye in the backfield. He's going to keep it and swing to the left side. He's got an opening. This tackle at the 45, crosses the 50, down to the 40, down to the 35, and run out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Split backfield behind LeBron Lusk, who is a dangerous quarterback. We'll talk more about him. He's back to throw again. He's looking. He's in a lot of trouble. They got him. He's going down. Here's a man in motion to the near side, and Lusk is going to throw. He's incomplete and intercepted by Matt McCullough, center. And let's see, he's going to give it to Blevins. Hello, man. Bert Smith met him head on. Bert Smith, ball on the far side hash mark. Here is Thomas. He is going to loft a pass across the middle to Brock Rutledge. He is close. He is in. Touchdown, Boaz. Split backfield behind John, he's going to throw. Looking over here to the near side for McCullers. Complete to the 45-30. He's at the 25-20 and right out of bounds at the 20-yard line. John Thomas under center again, power I set. They're going to leave it with Walker off the left side. This time he is in. Touchdown Boaz. Here is Boaz, second down. Walker going to leave it with Brad Bennett up the middle of the 10 to the 5. He's in. Touchdown Boaz. Brad Bennett off left tackle. And an I formation for Boaz. Here is Thomas going to fake, looking to throw, looking deep. Got a man. Rutledge is in. Touchdown Boaz. This time 3 tight ends. And they're going to give it to Josh Walker. A big hole off the left side. He's in. Touchdown Boaz. Tailback, Brad Bennett at fullback, and Jermaine's going to get the fake. John's going to throw it across the middle to Heath Williams, complete. Beautiful throw and catch from Thomas to Heath Williams. There is Vaughn in motion to the right side. Swan is going to loft it up for D. Bush, and it is intercepted by Casey Vincent. Casey Vincent played cornerback, and he's going to have a run back here, but here is Quincy Hampton in motion. Now they give it to the fullback. He is really stuck. Walker's in motion. And John's looking for the end zone to Heath Williams. He's got him. He's in. Touchdown Boaz. Wing back to the left, I formation. They're going to deal it off to the tailback Murray. And Casey Benson says, Brad Bennett at the fullback. Josh Walker dotting the eye at tail. They're going to fake. John's looking to throw. Good protection. Going to throw very long to McCullers. It is complete. From away at the 40. Into the 45-50. He's on the 45-40. He's going to go all the way to the 25-20. 15, 10, 5. He's gone. Here's Rutledge in motion to the far side. Boaz on the near side hack. There's a give up the middle to Brad Bennett at the 45-40. 35-30. He could go all the way to the 20, 15, 10, 5. He's gone. Touchdown Boaz. Cliff's in there under center. I formation behind him. They're going to toss sweep it to Jake Murray. Tries to get outside. Looking for the first down. He will be denied the first down. Here is Cliff. Yeah, they're going to run the fake. It's going to come to Smalley. Boaz knows what they're doing. He's going to be stopped right along the line of scrimmage on a fine open field tackle. Cliff Mitchell going to give it to Staten on the end around. The wing back, stringing it out is Rutledge. They got him back at the 30-yard line. About to be in. A good punt away. And that one almost went over his head, but he gets this one away. End over end punt that will come down to the 19-yard line. Jason Wardlaw's down there, and he covers it right along the 10-yard line. Boaz has it. And here is Jeff Dobbins going to fake, looking to roll out, wants to get it to Needham. He's in a lot of trouble. Jeremy Walker's got a beat on him, and he is going to try to sack him. He's still on his feet, and now a gang of Boaz Pirates sack him all the way back to the 22-yard line. Dobbins goes to the long count on virtually every down. They're going to give it to the fullback, and he is hit in the backfield by Jermaine Davis. With Brad Bennett, he's got 3 wide receivers. Bennett's going to get the call. Found a hole to the 45-40. He's a midfield up to the 45-yard line. Brad Bennett are the fullback. Josh Walker the tail. Walker will get the call to the left side. He's trying to get in. He's in. Touchdown Boaz. Josh Walker. Rutledge set to kick off. He kicks a little squibber that's going to hit down. Boaz got it. Boaz, I believe, has it, Ricky. He kicked a little squibber that went off the chest of Jonathan Easton, and Boaz recovered.
Ball on the plate. And the Pirates have recovered.
And it'll come down this time to Keith Allen, who is wrapped up immediately around the 15-yard line. Harbin wide right, the wing back in motion to the far side. He's going to float a little pass that is intercepted by Joey Patterson to the 35-30. He's got a lot of blockers to the 20. Cuts it in at the 15 to the 10 and going to be dragged down right along the 5-yard line. He's going to give it fake it to Walker. Now he's going to run the option.
Have the touchdown.
John is in, untouched. McCullers wide left. Rutledge slot left, and John's looking to throw, looking for Carroll at the 37-yard line, complete to the 35, to the 30, and Stephen is run out of bounds along the 25-yard line. That's Brad Bennett and Jermaine Davis behind him, and they're going to keep it to Thomas, running the option, 35, takes it to the 40, butts away to the 48-yard line. Good snap from Jason Wardlaw. The punt is away, wobbly spiral that'll come down to Milner about the 15. Milner tries to shake a tackle. And he's going to be wrapped up at the 15-yard line. Split backfield behind him, Kyle Claiborne and Brad Bennett. Here's John going to throw again, going to set up the screen to Rutledge. Got some room to the 35, 30. Flag in at the 25 and all the way down to near the 20-yard line. Walker from his tailback spot in motion. Here's John looking to throw to the middle. Heath Williams has it. He's in. Touchdown Boaz. Here's Jess Wright under center. He's got an I formation behind him. They're going to deal it off to number 1, Damon Terrell, and he runs right smack dab in the I formation. Claiborne at the tail. There is a fake to Bennett. Now John's going to run the option, flips it to Claiborne, breaks the tackle at the 40, get the first down at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 17 for John Thomas. He's going to deal it to Josh Walker, who has a hold of the 50, cuts it outside, trying to get to the 45. They're in there in an I formation. John Thomas is going to fake to Walker. He's rolling to the right, got a man wide open over there. Brock Rutledge has it at the 35 and driven out of bounds and along the 25-yard line. Left wing back in motion to the near side. And now Griffith, the quarterback, rolling out, tries to throw it, and he is intercepted. Stephen Carroll on a beautiful play. Here's Josh Walker now in motion. They're going to fake to Kyle Claiborne, who's in there. They get the swing pass to Walker, looking for the end zone. He's in! He's in! Touchdown, Boaz! Again, a wishbone set. Griffith is going to fake. He's got trouble from the backside. Jermaine Davis trying to run him down. Now he lifts a pass that is intercepted by Kyle Claiborne. Over the ball, I formation for him. John's going to fake. Now looking to throw, lots of time, looking for Rutledge, got him for the first down, tries to cut it in at the 50, and gets up to the 45-yard line as for Boaz. There is a fake. John is going to look for Rutledge on the flag route in the end zone. He's got it! Touchdown, Boaz on a beautiful play. Their slot receiver is Sean Lutcher, but this time they're going to leave it with Jones again as Lax handed it to him, and he is gang tackled as they'll form a trips, and they're going to throw a little wide receiver screen to Jones, who fumbled the ball. That's a lateral. Boaz is on it, and Boaz has it. Boaz has Josh Walker and John Thomas in double safety. Low snap, but Haney handled it. It'll come down to Thomas at the 25. Tried to turn the corner to the 30, 35, 40, 45. Cuts it inside to the 50. Needs a block. Broken tackle to 45. Now Greer in motion to the far side. They're going to leave it with Josh Walker to the 30, 25. Got some room to the 20. Tries to turn it to the 15 to the 10. Cut down right along the 5-yard line. A pass to McCullers. Now he's going to throw it to McCullers, who has it down there. He's in! Touchdown, Boaz on a great catch by Matt McCullers.
The Boaz Pirates. Quarterback drops straight back. Going to try to find the man out in the flat. He's wide open. He's going to have the ball at the 40. He's got it across the midfield. He's in across the territory. He's going to be down about the 42, 44-yard line. It's 3rd down and 8, 4:20 to go. Quarterback's going to be rolling around to his left, trying to find a man out in the flat. Got his man, and they're going to have a first down up the 45-yard line of Crossville. Quarterback drops straight back. He's going to try to find a man off the left sideline. Got him in the open now. Touchdown, Boaz. Reverse this side to Davison. What? No. 3rd down and 8 now. Quarterback drops straight back. Once again, screenplay across the middle. Oh, goodness. 2 missed tackles.
DuBose and Knowles in the backfield. Tucker looking to throw. He's got all day. Throwing very long. And it is intercepted by Stephen Carroll at the 45 to the 50. He's to the 45 to the 40. And he's run down at the 38-yard line. Guys will split the backfield now. Both ends split away. There's a fake to Josh Walker by John Thomas, who fakes. He's going to try to run for the first down. Good run by Thomas. He's nailed at the 25-yard line, but not before he got the first down behind John Thomas. Here's John going to fake to Walker, rolling out, looking for Bennett. He's got him. He's down at the 5. He's in! Touchdown, Boaz! Brad Bennett is in!
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.